with and without meatballs.
Yeah! You know when you see those three musketeers.
All right, remember, stick to the game plan.
Right. Point 1, make them come to you. Point 2, never look hungry.
Oh, they're so big on chocolate. Yeah, chocolate after here.
Let's not forget point 3.
What's that? No, when points 1 and 2 aren't working.
It's hard to keep them under wraps, those three musketeers.
Wait for me!
There's magic in the air and surprises everywhere.
Pardon us, out of the way. Here we come. Move over.
Adventure here, action there. Catch the Ewoks if you dare. Today.
I thought I'd tried it all. Then one day, new Hostess Chocobliss. Whoa, check that super chocolatey icing.
Awesome! Ooh!
Hey, whipped chocolatey cream inside.
XO!
2 Devils food cakes. Come on, how chocolatey can it taste?
Want some?
New Hostess Choco Bliss is chocolatey on top of chocolatey with chocolatey in between.
Yo!
New Hostess Choco Bliss is triple chocolatey out of control.
Yeah!
Grandpa, tell me the sun-kissed story again.
Ah, the magical land of the sun-kissed factory. And only their sweetest and juiciest oranges ever wear the sun-kissed name.
Hey, guys, what you listening to?
Pop music. Snap, crackle, pop music.
Can I listen too?
Sure, just pour the milk.
Snap, crackle, pop, talking just for you.
That's some sound system.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the talking part of this complete breakfast.
Rice Krispies is always music to your ears.
M&M's peanut chocolate candies. You can share them. You can shake them. You can get outrageous with them. One snack packet free at Rice Krispies.
Live from Hollywood, it's the Bet You Buy the Chip Show, starring me. And now, I'll be the first contestant to bite a Chips Ahoy cookie without biting a chip. I bit a chip, but I'm cool. Hey, it's like a chocolate chip party going on here.
Sam, your homework.
Chips Ahoy, original in the blue bag, chewy in the red. Bet you bite a chip.
Sunday, Haley Mills is all grown up
Go for it, Mom.
and about to be trapped.
If we could get our parents together, they'd get married.
But they'll need help.
She's my mom's twin sister.
It's double deja vu. In The Parent Trap, Part 2. Tomorrow.
And now these messages.
Hear anything? Negative.
Sunkist searches and searches for fun fruit trees. The only trees funny enough
I found them!
to grow sun-kissed fun fruits. Every chewy one is real fruity fun. And now we've discovered new sun-kissed fun fruits, Cream Supremes. They're covered with yogurt and filled with fun. New sun-kissed fun fruits, Cream Supremes.
It's coming.
Dig 'em.
And it tastes so sweet.
You'll hop when you eat.
Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
Tastes so sweet.
I dig them.
You'll hop when you eat.
Dig 'em.
Make it jump for joy, every girl and boy. Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
A honey sweet part of this nutritious breakfast.
Dig 'em.
What are those kids up to?
Tastes so sweet. You'll hop when you eat. Dig 'em.
Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
Cronin takes the ball at the top of the key. He pops. Jerry! 3 points! He's double teamed. He's driving over the top. Slam dunk for Jerry! What moves? Cronin steals. They're all over him. He breaks loose. Swish! Jerry! You know, ever since I got this Nerf hoop, I don't mind going to my room to do my homework. Jerry! Are you studying? Cronin shoots from midcourt. Yes! Does this kid ever miss?
There's only one Nerf.
Getting into drugs and being high is a stupid thing to do. Being original and take a stand. You're free to say no. Don't let a friend
return after these messages.
Ronald McDonald in Hoppin' for Fries.
Hop this way for McDonald's French fries. It's a hopsticle course. Let's get hopping.
It's a good time for the great taste.
Oh, they're never more than a hop, skip, and a jump away.
At McDonald's.
Dear, Timmy's making a picture of New Tang again.
New Tang breakfast beverage crystals. Are you ready? Now with all natural flavors. Are you ready for the big orange taste of New Tang?
Twix puts the dig in your gig. It puts the boom into your beat. Puts the rhythm in your feet. Keeps you rocking along. Puts the soul into your song. You can keep on moving with Twix. Chocolate caramel satisfaction. Like crispy cookie, get you back in the action.
There's nothing to sticks that Twix can't fix.
You can keep on moving with Twix. Caramel or peanut butter Twix.
This is the city. These are the people. There are the ghosts. And here are the heroes we come to love. When there's a war to be won, they'll get it done.
Not funny.
The real Ghostbusters today.
We will return after these messages.
It's that time of year again, and Cadbury has hatched up milk chocolate mini eggs for Easter, made with Cadbury's dairy milk chocolate. Inside the crisp sugar shell is a chunk of thick and creamy Cadbury's dairy milk chocolate. That's why mini eggs give you a chocolate experience that is so special. Although Easter isn't here yet, Cadbury's mini eggs are, so discover for yourself which comes first, the bunnies or the eggs.
Give me an X. Give me an O. Give me tic-tac-toe. Wherever I go, it's X's and O's. Makes me feel so hungry for my tic-tac-toes. They're so tasty. Chef Boyardee's.
Tic-tac-toes. New tic-tac-toes. A good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Tic-tac-toes. With and without meatballs.
Yeah. Why my mom should take me to Showbiz Pizza by Jeffrey Allen Adams. It's because I have been good at school and home, and I have not picked fights with my sister. Very much.
Hey, little brother, come and have a ball. At Showbiz Pizza, you'll be walking tall. You can laugh, be a kid, you can fret your legs. Showbiz Pizza, where a kid can be a kid.
Thanks, Mom.
You work so hard, now have some fun. And yum it up with a new kind of bubble yum. Yum it up. Lemon and lime at the same time. 2 flavors in one. Yum it up. Strawberry and banana combined in one bubble yum. You're working hard, now have some fun. Yum it up with bubble yum bubble gum. I love to yum it up.
2 flavors in one. New luscious lime and banana berry split.
Yum it up with bubble yum.
Milk it does.
Milk does body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on.
Check it out.
It's so cool for hanging out.
It helps you grow up big and tall.
It's good for teeth.
And that's not all.
It does. Hey, Mr. Moo, what do you say?
Fresh moo juice makes my day.
Milk. It does the body good.
Pass it on. Milk it does.
Milk it does a body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
When delicious peanutty cream comes together with a crunchy candy shell, what you got is Reese's Pieces, one great tasting candy. In a crazy world where things don't always fit, it's great to know there are some that do. Reese's Pieces, the winning combination.
Oh, oh,
crunchy chocolate. I like the creamy middle. Been eating them this way since we were very little. We'll always be friends with Oreo. Friends are better when you pair them. Oreos are better when you share them.
Oreo cookies. Share them.
Nabisco.
Hi there, time for Timer, your roving reporter. I'm talking to you from inside a fantastic factory, your digestive system. You know what we build here? You! Not out of wood or metal, but out of food. You see, you are what you eat, from your head down to your feet. Things like meat and eggs and fish you need to build up muscle tissue. Uh-oh. Hello, appetite control, more protein. We need energy. Playing tennis today, you know. Whoops. All these motors in your body need a lot of fuel to go on, like carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, vitamins, and so on. What's left over forms the building blocks you need, indeed, to grow on. Yes, you are what you swallow, so that next time you feel hollow, don't just fill your face with any old kind of treat. This goes for every kid or 6-foot athlete. All you really are is what you eat.
Wait for me.
There's magic in the air and surprises everywhere.
Hard nuts out of the way. Here we come. Move over.
Adventure here, action there. Catch the Ewoks if you dare. Today.
And now these messages.
I'd like to thank the guy who changed the straw and made my high C better than before. Who put the straw in my high C fruit drink? A new cool straw that wiggles and bends. A new long straw in my high C fruit drink with vitamin C for me and my friend. Who was that man? I'd like to shake his hand. He made my high C cooler than before.
If Monday's bad or Tuesday's sad, make a Saturday.
That's a Sunday.
If Wednesday rains or Thursday's gray, make a Saturday.
Looks like a Sunday.
Instead of apple banana and a pineapple ring, add yogurt creamy smooth. Papa grapes on top, and that's a Saturday for you. Make a weekend treat any day of the week. Make a Saturday.
Now that's a Saturday.
Space exploring is hard work.
Yeah, now I've got to refuel myself.
I know. Let's go to the Milky Way.
That'll hit the spot.
The fun's just starting. Quick will make it rich, chocolatey.
Delicious.
Quick really puts me in orbit.
Nestle Quick, the taste that gets you going.
What's scary? Bounces and has a face only a mother could love.
Ugly Ball.
You can get one free from Bunker's Chewy Candy by sending 10 outside wrappers to Bunker's Ugly Ball, Box 1197, Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Ugly Balls from Bunkers.
You'll love them.
I'm rooting for a terrific flavor from Bonkers Chewy Candy. Chewy chocolate Bonkers. Rich chocolate outside, dark fudge inside.
The delicious chocolatey taste of chewy chocolate Bonkers bonks you out. On The Health Show with Kathleen Sullivan. Chances are you had cereal for breakfast. Find out why some are better for you than others. On The Health Show later today.
The Legoland Solar Power Transporter. You can build this transport pretending you're on Mars. The box shows ways to change it by snapping off the cars. You can snap them back together and get a scouting craft, or match them with the lasers for a base defender craft. You can make up something wild, supercharged and new. The sky's the limit when the team is Legoland and you. There are 19 space sets you can collect, each sold separately. The Solar Power Transporter is part of the Legoland Space Collection and has hundreds of bricks for building from Lego Systems.
They don't hang around in ladies' clubs or in a three-piece suit. They're too big to call them dainty, too big to call them cute. Yeah, they're so big on chocolate. Ooh, chocolate out to here. It's hard to keep them on around those 3 musketeers.
So, gentlemen, what's on the agenda for this evening? Oh, I am up for the time of my life. Can that be done for under $7?
Musketeers.
To get that great berry taste in Crunch Berry cereal, Captain Crunch sails high seas to a land filled with foods of danger. There grow the sweetest, juiciest berries, but they're still not crunch berries. No, not till Crunch Power locks their sweet berry taste in, so it's tough to sog out. And only then does Captain Crunch return.
With my tasty Crunch Berries for kids everywhere.
My God, what a cereal!
Crunch berries are a very good part of a balanced breakfast.
Ronald McDonald and friends in
Keeping up for breakfast.
I love morning exercises.
The music.
And having breakfast at McDonald's when we're done.
Oh, yummy. Let's exercise faster. Oh, here we go.
I love going for a spin.
It's a good time for the great taste.
A good breakfast at McDonald's.
Where else would we turn up?
At McDonald's.
The world looks mighty good to me, 'cause Tootsie Rolls are all I see. Whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. Tootsie Roll, how I want your chocolatey chew. Tootsie Roll, I think I'm in love with you. Whatever it is I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me.
I just love Cookie Crisp cereal.
Taking to disaster?
Not me. I'm on a roll. It tastes like little chocolate chip cookies.
And it's a crispy part of this complete breakfast? Well, Cookie Crisp.
I know. Another wipeout.
If you like cookies, you'll love Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp. This ball isn't normal. The high bounce ball.
And now you can get one ball free in Cookie Crisp cereal. You can collect them in 5 dazzling colors. These high bounce balls
I'm Captain O.G. Reedmore. My motto's tried and true. Read a book today, I bet you'll say O.G. I'll read more too.
We'll return after these messages.
Hey, what's all the fuss, Penguin? Expecting company?
Oh, yes. The lucky winners of the post-cereal SeaWorld sweepstakes. Yippee!
You could win a trip to SeaWorld when you enter the sweepstakes on the free poster of Shamu inside specially marked boxes of honeycomb and super golden crisp cereal. Winners get to meet Shamu, and all the winter get SeaWorld stickers. Details on specially marked boxes. Odds of winning determined by entries received. For free entry, write Post P.O. Box 853A, Churchill, Maryland, 21690. Maybe you'll win.
Twizzlers make me very happy. I love the way they taste so chewy. Twizzlers make me very happy. We love the way they taste so fruity, so chewy, so happy and oh so juicy. Twizzlers make me very happy.
Twizzlers make your mouth so very happy.
Oh, so happy.
Milk it does.
Milk does body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on.
Check it out.
It's so cool for hanging out.
It helps you grow up big and tall.
It's good for teeth. And that's not all. It does. Hey, Mr. Moo, what do you say?
Fresh moo juice makes my day. Milk, it does a body good. Pass it on.
Milk it does.
Milk, it does a body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
The night starts ordinary with forever friends. It's extraordinary. Here's Plushy Tail, Cozy Tail, and Snowy Tail too.
Each sold separately.
Powder Tail and Rosy Tail came to see you. All dolled up with forever friends. Making long tails always makes us smile. Looks so right with forever friends. 'Cause now we're all dolled up with style.
Plushy Tail comes with everything you see here. Other Forever Friends sold separately. New from Kenner.
We'll return after these messages.
For batteries not included.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends? I really...
Everybody out!
Then, one day, we found an old treasure map.
Teddy Ruxpin comes with illustrated book and cassette from Worlds of Wonder. Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the part of this complete breakfast that goes... Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Have you heard how good they are?
We now return to the real Ghostbusters.
We'll return after these messages.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us all day. And thank you, John, for the super chat. I saw that while I was getting set up. I appreciate that. I'm not too loud. Let me turn this down a little. There we go. Sorry, so this is my workspace, like my actual job space. And I have to like switch the stream mode from work mode. Also upstairs, it's freaking hot up here. I had to turn the AC on. But thanks everybody. Zephyr, an old geezer, J-Ro, Tanya, Snark Bark Hark. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you, Zephyr. So let's see. Yeah, honk honk. What do I have? I have two chat boxes. There we go. Oh, Tanya, thank you for the super. I appreciate that. Jen has a very nice community. I'm glad I can join in with it. Jackie, hello. So it may be some new people here, and if you're new, I mean, as you can see, I'm on camera. And I don't really focus on any single topic. I just kind of pull up a bunch of silly news. And I've got a bunch curated. Some of it I haven't, Jen sent me a few. I haven't actually read every single thing yet, but we can go through those together. But how's everybody doing? Saw a lot of cereal talk. When I was a kid, we didn't realize how bad cereal was, so ate that quite a bit. So I've probably tried about every cereal possible. I don't know if it's something to brag about or not. How's it going, Rena? Felipa? Yeah, silly news is good. I just try to keep it silly. I don't want to do anything negative. Sometimes they go that route, but for crazy reasons. Sue, hello. But yeah, the most recent video, the one on the twin stuff, that was a shocking one. There we go. Notifications. Thank you, Tanya. Gary, how's it going? Momster. Oh, thank you. So Momster, she's complimenting my drawings. I wonder if I have... Not everybody's seen the Meghan Harry one. Let me see if I have that handy here. I usually... Actually, wait, I know where to get it. Hang on. Here in the beginning, especially, I was drawing directly on my iPad. And I don't have that up, or I don't have it hooked up where I can share it, but I think I've got it on another program here. 1 second, I'll share that for anybody who hasn't seen it. Hey, Joy. Hey, Zephyr. It's disgusting what the SS is doing to the twins. Yeah, I mean, the twins are super nice. Leave them alone. That's crazy. They've been nothing but nice. I mean, it's not like I interact with them directly a lot, but they've been nothing but nice. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to find this drawing. Just remembered. I do know where I have it saved. Find the folder. Hey, Helen. Thanks for staying up with us. I know we're not in the ideal time zone for everybody. How many texts did we send? All right. Go back to the plan B here. Sorry, I'll actually, so it's not awkwardly silent. Let me turn the background music on. I'm just going to find this drawing. Zephyr. So I'm from Virginia originally. Yeah, there's definitely a Florida man. I don't even have to seek those out. They just end up always showing up for Florida. And draw rings. Man, where did I save this? If I'd known I wanted to share this, I would have exported it. Where are my drawings? Oh, here we go. Here we go. There it is. Yeah, I've kind of moved around. Like, where I'm originally from, people are like, you have no accent. And then when I go to other places, they're like, you have the thickest accent I've ever heard. So I guess I'm kind of a blend of different areas. Mainly Virginia. Let's see. Celeste, forever friends, have the real thing. I forgot about this. So yeah, if people that are new or you may not know, those commercials, I found those on an actual cassette at my parents' house. Gosh, it was it may have been like 10 years ago. That's actually how I started the YouTube channel. We were cleaning something out. I went up to visit, and I was helping my brother clean out some old stuff. And we found all these VHS tapes, and we're like, well, we have DVDs now. We don't need all these tapes. So we were popping them in one by one, seeing if it was anything worth keeping. Like, I think he had like an old copy of Star Wars, which, good luck finding an unaltered one of that. But anyways, oh yeah, sorry, Helen. Yeah, it's that Harry drawing. I'll put it up in just a sec. But so I found we were going through all these cassettes, and none of them had labels because we didn't, we didn't think ahead. But anyways, so when I was a kid, I guess it was like whatever was going on, T-ball, minor league, little league. I guess it must have been earlier, but the baseball games were Saturday mornings. I wanted to watch cartoons, so I would record all the Saturday morning cartoons and then watch them later in the day when we got back home. So I found a few of those tapes, and I was like, man, these commercials are ridiculous. So I ripped them all to my computer, and I uploaded them up to YouTube. I've got a big compilation it's actually on the video game channel, but it's, the same thing that loops on this stream. And I just thought they were funny. But yeah, for the longest time, I think my top viewed video was like the Fruity Pebbles commercial, the one that's a Raiders of the Lost Ark parody. One sec here. Let me switch scenes so I can show this drawing. Where is my... Oh, here we go. So yeah, this was on an older stream. I don't remember how this came about. It was like... What I would do is I haven't done it in a bit. I would draw something at the end that kind of incorporated all the news stories. Oh yeah, Blobster, that's what it was. It was a story, I didn't know what that term was until a story. So a blobster, it's usually like a rotting whale carcass. Somehow that got turned into Megan, and then I threw Harry in there for good measure, so he's oscillating. So that's my art degree at work. I don't use it for anything else. Actually, it does come in handy for YouTube and stuff. I've probably got more actual work doing merch for Jen. I'll leave that up for a sec. Yeah, I haven't actually drawn anything on stream in a bit. I guess while it's actually right in front of me. While I have it here, this thing's actually pretty old. I got this after I finished college, I believe. I have an old Wacom. I never learned how to say the brand, but it's a big tablet. It doesn't even have a screen on it. It's just like a big credit card signature pad. I don't know where the pencil is. I've got crap everywhere, but basically I draw on that, and this is the program I use. I'm doing digital art. I'm actually more experienced and trained in traditional art, but you know, a lot of stuff. So it's easier to keep track of it digitally. Yeah, Grey Goose should go through Jen. Want a copy of it? Yeah, I could, I'm trying to think. If you follow Jen on Twitter, maybe I can give it to her, or I can tweet it out and she can retweet it. Yeah, I don't have like a Discord or anything or an easy way to share stuff, but I'll put it up on Twitter or something, somewhere it's easy to find. Yeah, traditional art. Trying to see if I have anything. Well, I don't have anything handy. I should probably just make a video of that. It seems to come up a bit. Just video of some of the stuff I have sitting around. I think I started to do that because most of it's at my parents' house still, and I had an old I got stuff up on the walls still, and I actually have a very full portfolio from college. I need to go through and get photographs of everything. Anyways, I'll find a way to share that photo. But yeah, traditional art, that's what I know better. I have I mainly like pencil, pen, and ink. I got into oil painting for a bit. It's just so slow. Let's see if you've ever gotten a chance to go to the Louvre or Florence. Actually, funny you asked that. I've been to both. I don't think when that was. That was actually my first trip to Europe. That was right when I started college. Or maybe it was after my first year, whatever it was. Yeah, it was like 2000. So I went to the UK and then we went to Paris, where we went to the Louvre. Unfortunately, our trip to the Louvre got cut a little short because I was with this tour group and somebody like claimed their CD player gotten stolen and it like held everything up for hours. We were so pissed. So that actually cut into our time at the Louvre, but I still got a couple, like an hour or two. So I did get to see that. Florence was amazing. So I got to see the Sistine Chapel and all of the surrounding architecture. So I highly recommend that. Italy was my favorite part, honestly. Paul says you had to say Twitter, didn't you? Yeah. Let me see if I can find a way to share it easily. Twitter's the easiest thing I could think of. I could probably link it in a video or something. Well, thank you, Tanya. So yeah, I did show some paintings and pictures. I'm glancing around my room, my office. I don't have anything handy, or I'd pull something else out. But Tracelyn, hello. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, Italy was amazing. We got to see all kinds of amazing stuff. The architecture, the sculptures. Sistine Chapel is probably the highlight. That's one of those things you look at, it's just like, wow, it's like, how did they do that? You know, especially back then. Now you're just showing off. I would love to be able to draw. You know, I've seen some interesting videos on YouTube lately, mostly about drawing, but I guess just skills in general. Like, you know, if you put in the time, can you do it? And I've been kind of surprised. Like, I mean, it's probably not on anybody's radar, but PewDiePie, he's a big YouTuber. He had a video, I don't know, a couple months back where he had a little bit of drawing ability, but he put in a bunch of time and showed his improvement. It was pretty amazing. And I think some other people were doing that. I mean, and, I've done it a lot, but I don't do it all the time, so I'm definitely out of practice. Let's see. Grayson, I went to Paris at 16, and there was an incident by his ball halfway through my trip. That stinks. See, Carrie, Florence is phenomenal. I also love Venice and Tuscany. Wasn't a fan of Milan. Never been to Rome. Yeah, when I was in Italy, we took the train from Paris, and I think trying to remember if I'm getting this correctly. We took the train to Rome, and then we worked our way north. And it's been so long, and I'm bad, but I don't know Italy's geography, but we went to Florence and Assisi. I think those were the other two areas we stayed at. And I remember the last day and night of the trip, we stayed in some villa, like out in the countryside. It was amazing. Like, it was in the summer, so the weather was perfect. We had all the windows open, and it was just like out, just so far out in the country. It was completely quiet. And temperature was perfect and just peaceful. Like, I'd love to go back. Let's see. And Zephyr, I have an accidental pick in the Sistine Chapel. I know, I was so tempted. Let's see. And Mobster, yeah, I do want to bring awareness to that. I'll get to that shortly. So that, yeah, oh wow, the petition at over 17,000. That's awesome. And the Pietà is the only piece of work that Michelangelo signed. I never thought about that. That's cool. I had a little bit of art history, but it's kind of faded away. But I'd say most of what I learned was, Renaissance era. When I got to the modern stuff, I was kind of like, eh. Let's see, Trace. I liked Rome, but it's far too busy for me. My favorite part of Italy was visiting Argenta Gap War Cemetery and giving my respects to my late uncle. I'm glad you got to go. But yeah, Rome was pretty busy. I'm trying to remember. So this was in 2000. I may be mistaken, but I think they had just filmed Gladiator. Like maybe it had just come out. And I remember there was something, like it was really busy, and I think it was people, I think there was like a spike in tourism because of that movie, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look, when did that come out? Oh yeah, it came out in 2000. So it was either about to came out, or, sorry, I can't speak. It was about to come out, or it just had. Release date May 5th. Okay, yeah, so it had just come out, because I was there about June or July of 2000. But yeah, I remember there was a lot of Gladiator stuff going on, tours and everything. So we got to see the Colosseum. I don't think we got to go. Well, I don't even know if you can go in or not, but there was just so much going on. Everyone I know who went to Rome was disappointed by the food. I guess it depends on where you go. Like my original trip, when we were primarily around London. Like everything we ate was god awful. Everything I had in the UK 20 years ago, well, 24 years ago now. And I'm not disparaging the country, but it's just everywhere we went was terrible. Like I remember when we were on the tour, I saw McDonald's. I hate McDonald's, and I'm like, I got to get something that's edible. But when I went back more recently with Jen and the kid, everything I ate in UK was amazing, so I think they just took us to the worst places. Let's see, so Zephyr says, you can still go into the Coliseum. Okay, that's cool. It seems like we could not, either because it was so busy. Again, this was 2000. It was either too busy or they were doing something like, it was something related to the movie. I don't know, like they were doing renovations or dismantling things. I don't know what was going on. But, yeah, the food in Italy was amazing. That was my favorite part of the trip. But yeah, I mean, like what Zephyr's saying, anywhere you go, I mean, and it's probably true of any country or anywhere you go, you gotta go off the beaten path. You know, if it's all, I mean, it's like, I saw somebody go to New York City and eat at a Sbarro. And it's like, why would you do that? If you're not familiar with that, that's a terrible pizza chain that's basically just in malls in America, where, you know, if you walked a block or two, you could go to a mom and pop authentic place. So that's, I mean, I think that's the rule anywhere. You stay away from the touristy chain stuff. Go to the real locals. See, hey Marcia. Best food I've had in Europe was in Belgium. Everything was great. Worst, Italy. So disappointing. Huh. Yeah, I mean, just depends on where you go, I guess. No Traceland. Went to Italy in 2013. Decided to go beneath the Colosseum and exploring Pompeii. That's cool you got to do that. I mean, I got to see the Colosseum. That was pretty cool. What was this? One of our favorite shows to watch is Travel Man. And they had a pretty good episode with Pompeii. Yeah, actually, that's the show with Richard Ayoade. They had several episodes in Italy. It's really good. I mean, it's silly and kind of has a silly premise, but I like seeing where they go. You know, Momster. The off-beaten paths always have the best food wherever I've been. That's very true. And while we're talking about this, let me take a minute to talk about the Pat Tillman thing in just a second. And I'm going to post this link into the chat. And as I find my chat window, here we go. I'm going to post this in the chat. Let me pin it up top so everybody can see it here. Let me go back. I'm just going to glance at the chat again. I think I have so many settings messed up. Oh yeah, let's see how many signatures we're up to now. Wow, 17,518. So I think, I don't know if it was today, it was, somebody acted like it was in the 7,000s earlier today, maybe. Either way, when I hopped on Jen's stream, I think it was under 12,000. So that's a lot in a short amount of time. So I think this is just now gaining steam. So let me pull this up here. So yeah, I'll real quick. I mean, I think everybody's been in the other streams, but just in case, if you're watching this, after the fact, or you missed Jen streams or the Sidley stream, we're talking about this. Let me zoom in on it just a bit. So we're talking about this, and I remember it when this was, in the news. So Pat Tillman, he was contracted. He had an NFL contract. He was a player for the Arizona Cardinals, and after the horrible attacks in New York in 2001, and he left that. He sacrificed that contract and joined the military to serve the country. And I believe it was in, sorry if I'm getting any of these facts wrong, definitely correct me, but he was stationed in Afghanistan and serving our country there. And unfortunately, so I'll say a little more here. Jen didn't want to go into too much of it, on her channel, but basically, he was an atheist, and it sounds like he was kind of targeted by his own platoon, and somehow mysteriously was taken out in friendly fire in some weird exercise or detour they took. So I mean, it was the whole situation was bullshit, and so this guy he sacrificed everything for his country and literally got shot in the back for it. So it was the whole thing is tragic. And so ESPN, I don't know how long this goes back, but they have an ESPY award dedicated to him and his legacy, to celebrate his sacrifice and everything. And this year, the reason this is news is they're giving it to probably the most opposite person possible. And so we got a guy that sacrificed everything for his country. Well, let me rephrase that. We got a guy that left fame and fortune to serve his country and paid the ultimate price for it. And they're giving this award to somebody that turned his back on his family and country in hopes of fame and wealth. So yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, and Zephyr. So yeah, as Zephyr's saying, he left a lucrative career to serve. And I mean, whatever your beliefs are, I mean, if he was an atheist or whatever, who cares? That's bullshit. There's no reason for that to happen. So less of a reason for this bonehead to get an award in his name. So, rightfully so, Mrs. Tillman, his mother, is upset about this, and that's why this petition is here to, you know, have ESPN think like, well, you know, try to point out and ask, what are you doing? So it's a shame. So normally this channel is all giggles and ha-has, so, you know, we'll get back to that, but I thought this was worth talking about, and this is more serious than what I'm used to dealing with, but yeah, it's all... Yeah, the whole thing's nuts. So, sorry, I may say your name wrong, Nadraj. Yeah, there was a whole cover-up and everything. It's terrible. I don't think I... Yeah, I probably can't play it on my stream, but later, look up his memorial, the speech his brother gave. It was very eye-opening. Pat Tillman's brother, like, it got a little bit of media play, but he didn't hold back in his criticism with everybody involved and trying to cash in virtue signal on his death. It was terrible. But yeah, I feel like this is important. Hopefully, and I hope it continues to gain traction. I mean, you know, you got Pat McAfee, like one of ESPN's own people, saying, "What are you doing?" Hopefully this will bring more attention to it. And yeah, the cover-up is, I mean, the whole thing's terrible. And the dude, I mean, to leave a career like that to serve your country, I mean, that's incredibly selfless. I mean, I can't even pretend that I would do the same. So that's, you know, that's something everybody should know about and, you know, appreciate. But I've seen this photo a lot. I mean, I'm not to make light of anything, but damn, this dude, he looks like a freaking action figure, right? Looks like he came straight from G.I. Joe. Like freaking Giga Chad. Zephyr, I think I'm the oldest one in chat. Yeah, I don't know who that crown would go to. We don't have to... Oh, Jordan backwards. J Jordan backwards, I got you. But yeah, to leave a lucrative career after, you know, the events that happened. Yeah. Sorry, it's so hot up here. I gotta keep drinking water. AC hasn't caught up yet. Yeah, total G.I. Joe. Yeah, I know, he looks like freaking like Flint from the G.I. Joe cartoon. But anyways, I feel like everybody in here is probably already signed, but if you haven't, or if you're watching this after the fact, I've got it pinned in the chat, so you can click that, sign that. Maybe ESPN will pay attention, so we'll see. Get things set up correctly here. You're older than me, but I think I'm still older than Jay. That's sad. Like, after a certain point, I quit counting. I was like, what year is this? I just turned 43. So, there's that. Zephyr. I'm a chick that doesn't care about disclosing age. I'm still young in my mind. You know, after a certain point, it's like you quit counting. I was doing something at the gym a few years ago. I can't remember. I had like, I don't remember, knee pain or something. I think at the time I was still in my 30s. Maybe been like 38, 39. And this was like a CrossFit situation, so they got like coaches walking around talking to you. One of the guys is talking to me and he's like, He's like, he's like, how old? He's like, how old are you? And then I'm like, I'm 20. Oh shit, no. Oh damn, yeah, I'm 38 or whatever. And he's like, oh okay. And I'm like, yeah, that's why my knees are hurting. I've been doing this, worn them out. Although aside from my knees, I still feel pretty good. Forget, I still feel like I'm 25. But I've not been diligent in the gym either since lockdown. That kind of threw everything off. So, well, I'm not doing that. My knees actually don't hurt, so there's that. I gotta get back into that. Helen, I'm turning 44. Here's, well, I don't have to go through everybody's ages. Age is just a number, hey. 24 in my mind. Wake up, my buddy says F-U-R. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's how mine is. Give me 1 second here. I'm ready to do the news, but I've chugged so much water. I gotta go to the little doctor's room. We'll do that and I will be right back. I'll leave it on this screen just in case anybody joins in. I'll be like a minute and then we'll get into the news. I'll be right back. Alright. Sorry about that. I was dying. Make sure I've got everything set up the right way. One sec. This is so annoying. This is the only downside. So I stream on a Mac. I'm on Mac OS. And it does not... There we go. It does not play nice with my audio. Let's see. Oh, Snark Bark. 1 second. Let me refresh this page. Let's see how much it... Good lord, it is jumping at a faster and faster rate. So, if you caught that just then, it was like 17,500. So now we're over 17,000. Well, 826, as you can see. So, yeah, it's going to hit that 25,000 goal pretty quickly. But I'm going to leave that link up. And I guess it's time to get silly. I mean, it's time to get silly. Let's load everything up here. It's so hard to read news on the internet now. It's like so many ads. When I first started doing these streams, my ad blocker was keeping most of them out, but now it's like if I turn the ad blocker on, it won't even let me show anything. It's like, all right, I give up. I've got some stories queued up here. See how many I got. Yeah, we got a few here. Yeah, I know that. The ads are terrible. So if you're not familiar with this channel or these streams, this is the kind of highbrow entertainment we deal with. Usually they're not this not this kind of news, but this one's pretty silly. And also I do cut these out to make videos for the channel, so I do a little intro before each news story. So if you think I'm having a stroke, it's because I'm putting that in for the video. Gotta cut my hair too. It's almost slicked back now. It's gotten so long. Let's see. Everything's set the right way. Kathy. Yeah, we were just looking at the petition. It is getting close. Actually, wait. Let me pull that back up. I thought it was... I've already forgotten what I've said. Was it... Okay, I'm dyslexifying the numbers. Yeah, it's getting close to 18,000. So, yeah, I think that's picking up some steam, probably on social media. I mean, Sidley's and Jen streamed quite a bit on it earlier, and it sounds like everybody's tweeting it out. And it's not like it's unknown to everybody else, so I think it's starting to take on legs. I would suspect, you know, Pat McAfee talking about it. He's got a pretty decent audience, if I'm not mistaken. I'd say that's going to get it. People are talking about tweeting out to Joe Rogan. I mean, if he starts talking about it, it's going to blow up. So we'll see what happens when the ESPYs actually roll around. All right. But for now, let's get silly. So, exclusive revealed. Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. Thanks for joining me. I have some news. More police news. Oh. We interrupt this for breaking news. Thank you, Snark.
What does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What?
It's over 9,000! Thank you, Snarkbark. I really appreciate that. The, fix one thing here. My alert box is not where it's supposed to be. There we go. Yeah, Sarah with that H. Yeah, tweeting Joe Rogan. God, man, if he says anything about it, it's over. I don't know. I can't remember how big his weekly audience is, but it's something absurd. Joe should be, yeah. So if Joe starts talking about it's done, he should be talking about China moving into South America, and never mind. I don't know about the China South America thing. I'll have to check that out. Oh, J-Ro says I can't hear you. Is everything okay? I mean, can you hear me now? Did it just cut out? Okay. Oh, Lorian, thank you.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Thank you, Lorian, for the super chat. And Zephyr, yeah, I will look into that. I try to read up on the news. That's something I must have missed. Had a lot going on the past week or two. But I do know about manufacturing. I know Apple was, and other companies too. I thought it was odd they were moving their manufacturing to South America. So I'm guessing that's probably connected to that. So I'm curious. I read a lot of tech news, but it's not talked about it from that angle. If that's what it is. Let's see. Tanya. Okay. As long as everybody can hear me. Okay. Sometimes I have this microphone dialed in like a very specific way. I need to reposition it because it's actually kind of annoying having it up here, but behind the scenes stuff. But anyway, yeah, happy early birthday. And sorry, but yeah, happy early birthday, Lorian, and thank you for the supers. They successfully derailed me from what I was thinking. But that's cool. Oh yeah, okay. News story. All right. Hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. We've got some news. We have a prison officer that was filmed having relations with an inmate in his prison cell, who is a swinger who appeared on a Channel 4 documentary as her sister reveals how she warned her not to mix her lifestyle with work. Yeah, if you're a swinger, you definitely don't want to mix that with any work. Kathy, yes, Pat had a sexy chiseled jawline. Seriously, he's like the Giga Chad meme. Like, it looked like the dude was just like freaking carved out of a rock or something. Anyways, back to the news. The prison officer filmed having relations, I'm dancing around YouTube, with an inmate in his prison cell who, okay, that's the same as the headline. So a 30-year-old woman faces a police investigation after she was recorded romping with a prisoner at HMP Wandsworth. She is understood to have recently quit her job as a prison officer in the South London jail following the scandal. So it's not just Florida. Looking at you too, London. Nobody's immune. So her sister, I don't like. So I don't like to say names. And did my mouse just die? Sorry, one sec. I think the ads actually broke this website. Why is nothing responding? Sorry, I got to reload here. So Jero says I still can't hear you. Huh. Well, here, while I'm refreshing this, let me put something in the chat for Jero. Why? Why does technology not work? Jero can't hear me. I can't scroll this web page. Oh, did they take the video down? As I was reporting on it. That's weird. Huh. All right. Anyways, here we go. Everything is scrolling correctly. All right, so her sister told Tonight how she warned her not to mix her lifestyle with her work and said she was now suffering the consequences. She said Linda and... Oops, sorry, I try not to say names. She said her and her husband were stars of Channel 4's Open House, The Great Sex Experiment. That's a name for a show, huh? In which couples push the boundaries of the relationships at a luxury country escape. It was shown last year. And her sibling, who is a trainer from London, told Mail Online Tonight how she had to block fans of her sister from her own social media after the racy show. Linda is also believed to have an explicit OnlyFans. Talking's hard. Linda is also believed to have an explicit OnlyFans account as well. The sister said she's a swinger. She was on a Channel 4 program called The Open House. I never saw it. It's not the sort of thing I'd watch with my little sister on it. Yeah, that would be kind of disgusting. So this is the prison guard. Okay. So she faces a police investigation after she was recorded romping with a prisoner. This doesn't look like any prison guard I've ever seen. Not that I've been in prison, but I have known a few guards. So her sister told... Okay, yeah, we already read that. So this is the video in question, or a photo from it at least. She can be seen wearing the uniform as well. All right, let's see what the gallery has here. Go away, video, whatever you're doing. Let's see. I guess these are probably all from her social media. Again, does this look like a prison guard anybody's seen? And what's this? What's on that toilet? Is that like is that Tupperware full of piss? So this is the cell. They get a TV and everything. Oh, so he was recording it sounds like. Or maybe he was aware of the recording, I don't know. So he says, guys, we've made history. This is what I'm telling you. So this is a different cell. This one looks a lot more bleak. And this is the outside of the prison. Man, even the prisons look cool in England. In the UK. Yeah. Okay, they've got a lot of video and imagery of what the inside of the prison looks like. Okay, this is all like barely related stuff here. So let's see, what else do they say? All right, so this is from the older sister. I've built up a big community on my own social media. I preach fitness and God, but when her fans found her, they found me and they were sending me messages, and I was blocking everyone because it's not something I wanted to be associated with. So the guard's OnlyFans reads, I like that OnlyFans is like the source of news here. I'm a happy, married, sexy Latina who wants to share hot content with you. Experience my real life, real love, real sex, and real orgasms. All right, well, straight to the point. We believe in authenticity. All our content will be genuine, and we'll never fake it because we want you to enjoy watching it as much as we'll enjoy making it. Her sister said she only found out Linda worked for the prison service at the start of the year and said the pair had a heart-to-heart. She explained, I've had my say with her. I was very brutally honest with her about her behaviors. I spoke to her previously about her lifestyle. All I can say is I'm a firm believer in God, and Linda gave herself to the wrong lifestyle, 100%. She's now suffering the consequences, unfortunately, which has fallen down on her husband, our parents, and myself. Well, that's a shame. I don't have anything bad to say about my sister, besides the fact I was wary of the lifestyle she was leading, and I knew it was going to lead her down a very horrible path, which I warned her about. That's her older sister. The only blame I have is I should have been more thorough. I should have been harsher. But then again, everyone chooses their own path. Yeah, dark academia prisons. Yeah, that's a pretty nice prison. That's not how I've, again, not like I've been in a lot of prisons. That's not how the prisons look like in the U.S. that I've seen. So anyways, she is seen wearing a uniform during the explicit clip, which begins with her performing a sex act on an unidentified prisoner at the Category A jail in southwest London. So I guess that's a UK term, I guess. So Category A, I don't know what that means. Is that like super max, or is that like low risk? I mean, I assume if they have female guards with male inmates, that must be a low risk place. I would hope. So again, just photos of her. That's like the cheetah legs. See if there's anything new here. Tony, what happened to hard labor? Well, something was hard, and it may have been laborious, but a lesson may not have been learned. I want to know what the story is on this Tupperware. It looks gross. All right. So the footage that came out. So the footage, which Melonline understands to be recent, then shows her having sex with the prisoner while his cellmate films on a mobile phone. Oh, so I thought it was like I thought it was security footage. That's what confused me there. So they're allowed to have TV and cell phones. Man, this is quite a prison here. I'm gonna go to UK and commit some crimes so I can have a vacation. So footage of the cell shows a TV and piles of clothes heaped over a bunk bed. And the friend who is smoking while recording says, "Guys, we've made history. This is what I'm telling you." And then the officer's radio left on a side table crackles constantly with her colleagues heard on the other channels. Above, the den of the other prisoners on the landing, unaware of what was going on in the cell. At one point, someone appears to try to come into the cell, at which the man filming can be heard saying to the person on the other side of the door, give me a minute, 1 second. So the prisoner filming tells his friend to carry on and then pans the camera around momentarily and grinning says, "This is how we roll in Wandsworth." He then tells his friend having sex. I have to do an accent. "You know you're a gangster, ain't it?" Vanessa Frey. Sorry, I keep saying names. I'm trying not to. The former head of security at Wormwood Scrubs called the footage shocking. I don't know what Wormwood Scrubs is. She told the Mail Online, "This is what is completely wrong with the prison service in this day and age. The woman disgraces not only herself, the uniform, and the prison service." And a prison spokesman said, "Staff corruption is not tolerated, and the former prison officer allegedly featured in this video has been reported to the police." Again, man, I mean, European architecture, man, it's just, even the prisons are awesome. Oh, Snark Bark, I'm sorry, it's HOTD time for me. Gotta work. I'll leave it running and check in. Wow, you're still live. Thank you for a fantastic afternoon in Hong Kong. Love this crossover community. Well, thank you, Snark Bark. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. As always, you can check out the replays and edit these down to be a little more concise when I make them individual videos. But thanks for hanging out with us. It would be inappropriate to comment further while they investigate. So the Met Police said, "We've been made aware of a video allegedly filmed inside HMP Wandsworth. A police investigation is underway. At this early stage, there have been no arrests. We are in close contact with the Ministry of Justice." So it sounds like this is going to be a very big deal. Let's see. A former prison governor said the footage raised serious security concerns. If this footage is authentic, and I've been assured it is, the problems confronting a likely new labor administration go far beyond overcrowding. Well, it looked like it was pretty crowded in there. They had 3 people in the room. Oh, I just got a text. I have to do a subtle sign. What could that mean? I think criminals would rather go to the prison in UK, Europe than US. I mean, if this is what the prisons look like over there, yeah, I mean, I feel like if things keep getting bad in the US, we're going to go over there and commit crimes just so we can have some country club living. All right. Lost my place. All right. This is a national law enforcement agency. The idea that recruits to it would even contemplate, let alone participate in such acts, is a stunning indictment to the utter chaos inside this prison. It won't be an isolated incident. The state is no longer in charge here. The security implications and corruption threat is obvious and as explicit as the flagrant acts. The widespread infiltration of illicit mobile phones will mean this footage is seen by a huge number of prisoners. That was my thought too. I mean, I've heard that that's a thing everywhere, like, you know, mobile phones being slipped in through various means. How are decent female officers supposed to feel safe to do their jobs in an environment where colleagues willingly participate in their sexual humiliation and exploitation in these gross ass rooms? Oh gosh. So 2 years ago, a female officer faced similar police probe over a similar tape. The woman in her 30s was filmed performing an act on a male prisoner while in uniform. Wow. Yeah, literally the inmates are running the asylum. Or they're at least, you know, banging the asylum. So more than 80 prison staff have been sacked or reprimanded since 2013 for having affairs with inmates, according to official statistics. That's like the ultimate delusion of, I can change him. He's in prison and filming me, but I can change him. So, Ministry of Justice figures reveal that up until last year, 59 female staff and 24 male workers were caught. HMP Berwyn in North Wales had the worst record, with 18 female staff found to have had relationships with inmates since the prison opened in 2017. That's a new prison. They wasted no time. Yeah, if you don't know how cell phones are being smuggled in, use your imagination. Nature gave us a pocket, but I don't think it was meant to be used as a pocket. So HMP Wandsworth was put into special measures after a damning report by a chief inspector of prisons. During an unannounced visit, he found 80% of prisoners sharing cells designed for one person. Wow. 44% testing positive for drugs, and some going without showers for 5 days. And despite the alleged escape of terror suspects last year, he said security remained a serious concern, with staff on the chaotic wings frequently unable to accurately account for the whereabouts of their prisoners. Wow. This is quite shocking. Built more than 170 years ago, Wandsworth is one of the oldest and most famous prisons in the country. It has had its fair share of high-profile inmates, from Oscar Wilde to more recently tennis star turned bankrupt Boris Becker. Wow. So, in his warning to ministers calling for the Category B jail to be placed in emergency measures, they described an atmosphere among prisoners characterized by a degree of despondency that I've not come across in my time as chief inspector. He said staff are hampered by a lack of experience, poor management, and poor or non-existent relationship with prisoners. He added that many are suffering from high levels of burnout, with a third unavailable for work each day. Oh, hey, Just a Jen, welcome back. Thank you for the resub. Over on the Twitch side, good to see you. Just joined us in time for this nonsense. Let's see. So yeah, mobile phones are illegal inside prisons, but they can be smuggled in by visitors or corrupt staff. I wonder how. Violence is an acute problem inside the jail, with more than 10 assaults on staff every week. Okay, this is just getting into statistics. Is there anything else here? May have rolled in. I think it changed into another story here. Well, I was saying the prison looked nice. Not all of it does. Yeah, so this is all just about the prison thing in general. So, let me see if that video... That's funny. So when I started reading this, the video was there, now it's not. They must have pulled it down for some reason. Much like the inmate pulled down his pants. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say about that. Be careful who you hire as a guard, I guess. Let's see. Looking at the comments here. Just Jen. I was listening to Jen's live stream from earlier. Well, thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with all of us. The Nana's Wrench. A jail prisoner here smuggled fentanyl in, and 3 inmates and 17 law enforcement ended up in the ED for exposure OD overdose. That's crazy. Yeah, fentanyl's no joke. If you even touch that, you're in trouble. Smuggling that in is a big deal. Well, that was a story. It was a little less lighthearted than I expected. It's still wild. Yeah, that's a very good point, Jen. So, who would risk smuggling that? Yeah, I mean, there's a very small number of ways you can smuggle things in, and having any amount of fentanyl inside of you, that's just insane. Let's see here. Get some more stories. But hello and thank you to everybody that's joined. And especially if you've been hanging out with us all day. You know, Jen and the, well, not both the Sidleys, but Stephanie started earlier, and we rolled into Jen's channel, and now we're here on my channel. We're going to keep going and do some news. But yeah, as Jen says, all it takes is one tiny little tear or hole in that bag. And that's true with like any kind of substance of that nature, but fentanyl is so potent. Yeah, I mean, it's the only one is measured in micrograms, and you know, if you're not familiar with the metric system, that is freaking tiny, tiny, tiny. So it doesn't take much to, you know, cause a lot of problems. Let's see here. My soundboard work? There we go. All right, I'm going to keep going with more silly news. This one seems to be a little more a little bit more funny. Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. I have some more news. A wild moment in Austin where a security guard quits during a TV interview about being assaulted on the job. After his supervisor interrupts and screams, "It's your fault." That's an epic way to quit. So this is the wild moment. An Austin security guard removes his uniform and quits on live television after his supervisor told him, "It's your fault." He was assaulted on his job. So a security guard that was working in Austin, let me rephrase this. So a security guard who was working Monday night at an office building in Austin when two men riding electric scooters entered the private underground parking garage around 9:30 p.m. So he believed the men were trying to steal his car and ran after them. And as he attempted to detain them, he called the police, but the thugs became more aggressive and started hitting and punching him. And he's seen on the video, which we'll play later, fighting back. So during his interview with the reporter from local Fox 7, his boss, whose face was concealed, told him to stop talking on the job. She added that he was not allowed to do any interviews in uniform, but that he could speak as a private citizen. In the next clip, he is seen standing in a t-shirt after removing his uniform before quitting as their dispute escalates. His boss is heard saying loudly, "You touched him. I wouldn't have touched him." When he asked, "Is it my fault?" she responded, "Yes, every bit of it's your fault." So then he's seen handing his supervisor his uniform and got a notification. Thank you for the YouTube sub, Natalie. I appreciate that. So when Payne brain. So when he's asked, "Is it my fault?" she responded, "Yes, every bit of it is your fault." So he's then seen handing his supervisor his uniform and responding, "Okay, thank you." She responded, "No worries," before he walked off. So after the dispute, he's seen standing nearby, continuing to speak to the reporter, in which he recalled the two men who assaulted him as Hispanic and trying to help identify them. So this is the security guard in question. And unfortunately, let's see what the gallery has here. So, holy crap, ads. Don't care about what you're selling. So he was in this parking deck, thought his car was being stolen, got assaulted, and his boss got mad at him. Let's see. Well, here, let's go ahead and play the video. See what happens here.
Bye.
Drive safe.
We'll take care of everything.
Oh, I know what'll happen. We're going to get an advertisement for something. Security soft. All right, here we go. Here's the video. Video of a video. Presented by Exhibit.
And he's trying to hit me with the scooter. I repeatedly asked someone to call 911.
Just sped up a little bit. Oh, he held his own against two people. And potentially got a free scooter out of it. Oh, so let's stop this. I mean, hey, props to him for holding off these guys. So, further details. Let's see. Actually, sorry, I'm just catching up with chat. Trace, this is my 5th live stream, starting with the Sidleys, followed by Jen, then Steph, the Alter Nerd, and now Dr. Bad Vibes. Well, thank you for hanging out with all of us today. But, let's see. Yeah, props to this guy for fighting two dudes at once, it seems. So, further details. He saw on surveillance that the teens were messing around with his car. One of the individuals was at my driver door with his back to me, looking back. The other one was at my passenger door facing me, being the lookout. So, when he went down to the garage to check it out, he said the suspect saw him and ran off, but he chased them and hoped somebody would call the cops. He said a young individual tried to run me over with his scooter multiple times, and that's when they started to assault me. How do you run somebody over with one of those scooters? Like a razor scooter, like an electric. I forget what those are called, the electric ones. So things became more dangerous when he noticed one of the men had a screwdriver in one of their pockets. I heard one of them say, "Hold him," and that's when he got the screwdriver to try and stab me. At that point, he let them go before grabbing his work phone and calling police. So, I mean, luckily he recognized the severity of the situation in time. So he told the dispatcher he was assaulted, not injured, and did not need EMS, but requested an officer. Since his car was not stolen, he was told by the dispatcher that an officer would not be coming, he alleged. Wow, thanks for the help. Let's see, maybe some more photos here. I know this is serious, but this is pretty comical. It's like the guy's hanging onto a scooter being chased. Man, I mean, again, good job, dude. 2 against 1. Hey, Lorian, thanks for hanging out. Take it easy. Let's see. So frustrated, the guard said he hung up, but then called back. I got a different operator. I told her the situation, and she apologized. So a police officer arrived an hour later, and he was described as very helpful and learned the attack was being investigated as an aggravated assault. The officer told me that the call should have been an emergency case, he explained. Gosh, like everything went wrong for this dude that night. So the Austin Police Department told the news outlet that they listened to both calls, and it didn't meet the criteria, which is why the police did not initially go to the scene. What criteria do you need? You could just fought off 2 people trying to stab you that were clearly going to steal or break into a car. All right, that aside. So it sounds like it was in a statement. They said it sounds like it was handled correctly and within policy. The suspects were no longer on scene in this case. The caller stated he was fine, does not need EMS. No vehicle was stolen, so they didn't have to respond to an attempted car break-in or stolen vehicle attempt. So because he fought him off, he gets no help. Cool. So he told the reporter, I don't think it was taken as seriously as it should have been. I think we can agree on that. So while he was speaking to the reporter, his supervisor interrupted, first apologizing to him. We are very sorry. We are very sorry for what happened to you, she said. Before she continued, we have a policy you're not allowed to do any interviews in uniform. So he told her he understood, but this was about his safety. And shortly after, he quit. The fact that was my supervisor told me that it was my fault that I got assaulted, that let me know all I needed to know. And yeah, I agree with that. He later told the news outlet he does not regret his decision. Yeah, he made the right call there. So the security company said in a statement, we're in the process of gathering details. We have been made aware of it and are looking into the situation. Yeah, I mean, they should do a little better than insulting the guy during a news interview. Yeah, so stand your ground doesn't stand. Maybe he should have gotten his ass kicked. He would have gotten more help. Hooray. I keep waiting for funny endings. They just end in Clown World. But we still have Florida Man coming up, so Florida, if anybody can save the day, it's Florida Man. His superpower is being ridiculous. Hey, Susan, thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you watching. Yeah, seriously, that poor guy. It's like that was like the worst outcome of everything that could have gone. Well, I mean, at least he fought the guys off and didn't, you know, he still has his car and his health. So there's that. Wow. Talk about a very That'd leave me very disenfranchised with everything involved. All right. Let's keep going here. Oh, okay. I had to think. I was like, what is this story? I remember it now. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. Welcome to the channel, and we have some news. You ever had a date that you didn't want to go on? Did you maybe ghost somebody? Or maybe pretend being sick? Or did you just call the police on them and have them arrested? Well, guess what happened here? Woman is arrested after going to extreme lengths to get out of a date with a man she met online. So a woman took ghosting her date to the next level by calling 911 on him while he was at her doorstep, falsely reporting that he was threatening her. Are you threatening me? So an 18-year-old woman in Iowa reportedly got cold feet just before meeting up with the man she matched with on a dating app. So instead of calling off the date altogether, she called authorities just after midnight on June 16th and manufactured an outrageous story just to get him off her property. Back up just a sec. Who starts out a date at midnight? I mean, if you work the night shift, if you both work the night shift, maybe that's strange there, but whatever. That's not the main point. So the woman fabricated a tale, telling authorities that the man on her doorstep was her abusive ex-boyfriend, whose child she was pregnant with. She further claimed that he was threatening to hit, punch, kick, and stab her over text, according to an affidavit obtained by Law and Crime. She also claimed that she had known him for 2 years. Yeah, okay, well, having done that, I think it's fair game to be insulting. So if you look like this, if she didn't want to go on the date, maybe all she had to do was open the door. So she took ghosting her date to the next level by calling 911 on him while he was at her doorstep. And I guess this is the mugshot. Okay. Mugshot and police department. Very, very informative. So she reported him threatening to cause harm to her, court document said. The police encountered the man walking away from the location. Let's see. I just saw the chat. Hey, Kathy, thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good night. Zephyr. I took responsibility for unwanted dates. I used to hold my own in my youth. Now I use the equalizer. Yeah, so why give... Okay, that's another point. Why give your real address on the first date? That's not how... I don't think she knows how first dates work. So, alright, back to the story. Police encountered the man walking away from the location. According to reports, he told him he'd just met Thomas a week ago on a dating app. Their communication then shifted from the app to text messages. To support his claims, the man presented the text conversation to the officers, which they confirmed aligned with his account. The conversation showed he was being honest and really did just meet the female, the court document said. When police interviewed the woman, officers said that she claimed to have known the man for 2 years. She also stated she was pregnant with his child and he'd been abusive towards her, refusing to leave her alone. After repeated questioning, she eventually confessed that she got cold feet and made up the entire story because she had second thoughts about the date and simply didn't want to go through with it. She also told officers that she falsified the story because she didn't think officers would help her if she explained the real reason why she called them. I don't know, maybe call him and say, hey, I don't feel up to this, or just pretend that you're sick and ghost him. That would be less insane than calling the police and making up this story. So words hard. The unidentified man was held for over an hour after her false accusations. The woman was charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of false report of indictable offense to public entity. That sounds serious. That's a lot of words. And one count of false report for the 911 call, and she was released from jail. Like, gosh, talk about being afraid to... talk about being afraid of confrontation. I mean, God, just say, I'm not feeling it now. Sorry. I would respect that more than, being chased by the police. Sounds like jail was probably more fun than being on a... It sounds like jail was more fun than going on a date with this lady, though, so I guess he wins in the end? Oh, here we go. Florida. Who can brighten up the news? Florida man can. Wet my whistle. But hey, thanks everybody for hanging out with me this evening. This is fun. I like hanging out and reading these idiotic stories. Teresa, that was 100% a booty call. Yeah, I think so. And Helen, again, why give the address on the first date? Yeah. You don't know somebody. Generally, you don't know somebody. But it's before the first date, especially. And we need to start jailing these false accusers. Yeah, they're really... I think if you accuse somebody of something and it's totally falsified, you need to be punished with what they would have received. Because that's ridiculous and a waste of time and resources. All right, so let's see what Florida man was up to. Sounds like he was unhinged. All right, hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes, and we're back with our favorite superhero, Florida man. He's here to save us from boredom with his antics. So, a 33-year-old Florida man is arrested for beating a protected species of shark with a hammer in an attack caught on camera. Oh gosh. So, a man from Florida is accused of beating a shark with a hammer and throwing it back into the ocean. And he's been arrested for failing to respond to court summons. So he's being held in a $500 bond and faces 2 misdemeanor charges of failing to return a prohibited species unharmed. So he allegedly attacked a lemon shark. All right, let's take a quick zoology detour here because I don't know what the heck a lemon shark is. I like this one. I'm a shark. I'm gonna bite you. Well, I don't know much about lemon sharks, but they do look sour. I'd probably hit it with a hammer too if it was coming at me. All right. That ends the zoology lesson / detour for the day. So, a Florida man has been arrested for failing to respond to a court summons after he was captured on surveillance video attacking a lemon shark with a hammer. So, when life gives you lemon sharks, you make lemon sharkade by pummeling it. After reeling in the shark at Bicentennial Beach Park at Indian Harbor Beach, a 33-year-old man went on to repeatedly strike the fish with a hammer before throwing it back into the water in December 2022. So this is an older story, but I've not heard this. We're going to keep going. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, witnesses identified the man as the attacker with the entire incident caught on camera. The man can be seen dragging the shark out of the water with a hammer. In what looks like a particularly painful move, the tool appears to be jammed inside the shark's gills, which he then uses as leverage to drag the fish across the shoreline. I mean, to be fair, maybe the shark started it. We don't know. Let's check out the gallery here. So I assume these are all stills from the video. Let's see if we got the video handy. I mean, he did drag it back into the water. So the lemon shark is a protected species. Do they know that we're a protected species? Don't bite. No bitey. All right. At another point, the man can be seen using what appears to be a knife on the animal, slicing it across the shark's skin, all the while being watched by other beachgoers standing close by. He then drags the fish by its tail back out into the open water before tossing it into the surf. The shark appears to be in bad shape by this point. And witnesses told the investigator that the man hit the shark several times with a hammer, flipped it on its side, and used the backside of the hammer to rip the shark's gills out. Let's see. He then continued to hit the shark until he realized people were watching him. A witness said the suspect faces 2 misdemeanor charges, failing to prohibit the suspect faces 2 misdemeanor charges, failing to return a prohibited species unharmed, and violating rules related to the harvest, landing, or sale of sharks. The lemon shark is one of 28 protected shark species in Florida, and there are rules and regulations in place depending on where individuals are fishing. So he's arrested, and as a result of him not responding to the court summons, he is currently being held on a $500 bond. And online records show he has a sport fishing license. And Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission say they take incidents of animal cruelty seriously, particularly when the rules have been put in place to protect endangered and threatened species are broken. Huh. I'm not advocating attacking animals, but maybe the shark started it. But if he just randomly did this, that's pretty messed up. But maybe he got bit. I don't know. I was kind of hoping we had a video. Check one more time here. But I guess the video would be too graphic, so we probably don't want to watch that. It's all the same stuff. I don't know anything about lemon sharks. I just know that sharks bite. Hey, science fiction, what's up? Thanks for hanging out with us. This man was handed a lemon shark and he made lemon sharkade. Unfortunately, that's illegal. Don't do that. Yeah, maybe he was just hangry. Oh, let's see what else we have here. I save these stories and then like days go by and I'm like, what did I save? And then when it comes back, I'm like, oh. And nobody has an issue when a bull shark is killed. So, Joy Smith. Happy 4th of July. Well, thanks, Joy. You too. Oh, yeah. Science fiction. This is probably the most, I guess, mainstream story that I have. This one I picked up on. I think Jen, yeah, it looks like Jen sent this to me originally, but it keeps popping up in the news lately. So let's keep in mind some people take their games very seriously. This will do. Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. Do you like games? I like games. Some people really like games, and they take them very seriously. So don't make fun of them online. A hammer wielding archage. Is it archage or arcage? I've never played this. Now I want to know how to pronounce arcage. Okay, yes. So it looks like it's arcage. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thanks, science fiction. Try it again. Hammer-wielding arcade gamer traveled 1,000 miles to break into fellow players' home and launch vicious ambush after an online argument. So we've got a video. Let's just go straight into the video, because this is bonkers.
Roofers. A roof is...
But not roofers. Where'd my... What? No. No Lowe's. I'm not trying to click that. I hate ads.
Half shingles. Cobra attic fenders. Starter strip shingles. Roof...
Lowe's needs their money back. It's not even showing the ad. It's a long one. Okay, here we go. Better not start the ad over because I've backed up 2 seconds. All right, let's see what happened here.
What makes this incident particularly noteworthy is that it originated from an online altercation. The suspect flew from Newark, New Jersey.
This guy's just like, what the hell?
Apparently to confront the victim in person. At approximately 2 a.m. yesterday, our deputies responded to a call at a residence in Fernandina Beach regarding a physical altercation between two individuals. Upon arrival, they discovered a significant amount of blood in the entryway of the home and the victim's bedroom. The victim's stepfather,
it's a serious game,
reported being awakened by screams for help. When he went to see what was going on, he found his stepson on the ground, struggling with the attacker who was in possession of a hammer. The suspect was identified as 20-year-old Edward Coe Kang.
Cocaine?
This is his picture.
So, wait. Oh, sorry. Can't pause it without the stuff coming up. What's up with the, is that a gel suit? Or is this some kind of fashion statement? What's the 2X? Is that the size?
The suspect gained access to the home because it was unlocked at the time of the incident. Kang assaulted the victim with a hammer, and the victim was defending himself. The victim and the stepfather managed to disarm Kang and restrain him until our deputies arrived on scene. As of this moment, the suspect, Kang, is not cooperating with our investigation, which is not surprising, and has requested legal counsel.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Investigation revealed
Please don't hurt him with the hammer.
The victim and Kang had never met in person, but were acquainted through an online video game called Arcage. That's ARCHEAGE.
Get it right.
This is a fantasy-based, massively multiplayer online game.
I've never heard of this game.
MMO, where players interact in an immersive virtual world similar to World of Warcraft.
I've heard of that.
Kang had informed his family that he was going to visit a friend he met years ago.
Oh, we're just going to hang out.
Online video game. Upon arriving in Fernandina, he went to Ace Hardware and purchased a hammer.
Ace is the place.
And a flashlight. And we found receipts for these items.
So like I said, flashlight.
In his hotel room. Both the suspect and victim
had quite the night planned. Yeah, it says like World of Warcraft.
Wrestled him to the ground. They were both taken to the local hospital for treatment. Kang was then released into our custody and booked into the Nassau County Jail. The victim had some severe head wounds, but appears to be non-life threatening. When the suspect was asked why he did what he did, the suspect stated that he is a bad person online, talking about the...
Oh, okay, that makes it cool.
In addition, the suspect asked our deputy, how much time in jail do you get for breaking and entering an assault? And I would say, Mr. King, it's going to be a long time before you play video games again.
Playtime's over. Playtime has ended. Science Fiction says it shut down a while back, but people are starting to make their own private servers. I've never heard of this game, but I guess to be fair, it's not a 20-year-old game, so it's too new for me to be aware of. Let's see, back to the... Yeah, his pronunciation of flashlight was indeed unfortunate. Yeah, that's not what I heard initially. Let's see. Oh, Celeste with some information here. If you are grabbed by a shark, the response is to punch the snout to make it let go. But this guy hunted and took it out of the water by the sounds of it. It was deliberate cruelty. Yeah, it sounds like he definitely held a grudge against the shark. I mean, if you can get away unscathed, just stop there. You don't have to like drag it out and beat shit out of it. All right. So I'll finish up with the story here at hand. So a New Jersey man apparently went all in on the fantasy video game he was playing, trading in his joystick for a hammer. Nice. And traveling 1,000 miles to launch a bloody attack on a gaming rival he had never met in person. So he was taken into custody Sunday morning after appearing at the home of the other player and attacking him. So according to the sheriff, he had flown from Newark to confront the other player following a dispute through the fantasy video game arcade. So after departing New Jersey, authorities say King stayed at the Ocean Coast Hotel in Fernandina Beach. Oh, I butchered that. Let me just... I still don't like to say names about stuff. After departing New Jersey, authorities say he stayed at a hotel at Florida Beach from Friday and purchased a flashlight, not flashlight, and a hammer. So he said that he entered the home wearing all black clothing, gloves, and a mask, and attacked the other player with a tool, causing severe head wounds. Guys, it was kind of creepy looking. You know, he kind of looks like, yeah. I can find the picture. Maybe not. I don't know. Where's he at? That's a little too horrific. The tiny face. He kind of looks like the monster at the end of Little Monsters when his real face is revealed. Little face, big head. Maybe that's a stretch. I don't know. We told deputies he was playing video games when he got up to use the bathroom, and he saw the attacker standing with a hammer in an anticipated strike position. And so the sheriff said, "This is a weird one. Some things make you say, some things you can't make up." And yes, very accurate. There's some things that make you say, what in the world was he thinking? And there's some things that make you say, you're not going to believe this. This case makes you say all four of those. Fair assumption. The deputies were called to the home by the stepfather, who was woken by his stepson's screams for help. After rushing to his aid, he told officers he found his stepson on the ground struggling with the attacker. The two managed to restrain him until police arrived on the scene, with the victim suffering severe but non-life-threatening wounds to his head. He said authorities found a significant amount of blood in the entryway of the home and in the bedroom. He was taken to the hospital for his injuries and has since been released. Gosh. So the sheriff added, When the suspect was asked why he did what he did, the suspect stated he was a bad person online, talking about the victim. There's nothing you could do online, especially within a video game, that could result in a savage beating. It's just insane. In addition, the suspect asked our deputy, how much time in jail do you get for breaking and entering an assault? We heard this in the video. I would say it's going to be a long time before you play video games again. Better change that status to AFK. Authorities said that Kang had told his family he was going to meet a friend. We heard all this in the video. Let's see here. The sheriff added, this incident serves as a stark reminder of the potential real-world consequences of online interaction. We urge the public to exercise caution, report any suspicious online behavior to the authorities, and always ensure their homes are securely locked. So, Arcade is a fantasy online game where players pursue their own adventures in a mythical world that I've never heard of. The game will close down on Friday for users in North America, according to the game's website, after a decline in the number of players. Maybe somebody was taking all those players out. Maybe that's the real story. Maybe this guy slowly diluted the player base, and now it's shut down. So it's almost on the level of the astronaut that wore a diaper to go stab the other astronaut, but even dumber. The science fiction says, but yeah, there was a dude that did the same thing a while back, except he used a knife. He said he did it because the guy he stabbed also stabbed him in Counter-Strike. Tit for virtual tat, I guess. Yeah, don't take games so seriously. Nothing says bad sport more than flying 1,000 miles and assaulting people. All it takes is one tiny-faced psychopath to ruin it for everyone. Well said. Oh, gosh. This is the world we live in. I don't want to live in this world. Yeah. I think when that's your response to anything negative, you probably need to quit gaming. Take a break. Let's see. Hang on. Give me 1 second here. Just noticed my mouse is about to die. Gotta put a battery in it. There we go. That'd be a shame. Want the mouse to die mid-story. So there's a theme this week. Jen sent this one in as well. More clown stuff. All right. Hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. I have fashion tips, and that tip is to not design a bikini after a historical figure that is completely inappropriate. A swimwear brand has shoppers in hysterics by dedicating a $165 bikini to Rosa Parks, as critics label it peak millennial marketing. Oh gosh, that's a sentence. So, Divino Seas has also have a bikini set named after Eleanor Roosevelt, famously known for her bikini photos. So, a swimwear brand has been slammed online for dedicating a $165 bikini to the memory of Rosa Parks. Yeah, that's what she's known for. When she was on the bus, she's like, hey, I'm in my bikini, but I don't want to sit in the back, so give me some rights. And they said, okay. We just rewrote history. Earlier this year, I'm Divino. I guess I'll go with Divino. Earlier this year, Divino Seas, which is based in Miami, debuted the matching Rosa bikini top and bottom on their website. So you have to buy them separately. Okay. In the description for both products, the brand outlines. I say that sounds stupid. Of course I guess that would make sense because not everybody's built the same. Earlier this year, Divino Seas, which is based in Miami, debuted the matching Rosa bikini top and bottom on their website. In the description for both products, the brand outlines how they were inspired by the woman whose righteous rebellion against apartheid-style segregation in the United States sparked the civil rights movement of the 1960s. So why not make a bikini about it? Sure. So Rosa Parks was an American civil rights activist who famously refused to give up her bus seat to a white man in December 1955, sparking the Montgomery bus boycott, which protested segregated seating on public transport, which she was clearly wearing a bikini on. Not really. The description continues, in honor of Rosa Parks, Divino Seas has included this artesian, I assume they mean artisan, not a natural occurring spring in the ground, inspired salute to her haute couture in the domain of luxury swimwear. Rosa is meticulously designed with divinity in the details. Every element in the constellation of her composition contributes to the set's seductive yet stately gravitas. What are we saying? What are we doing here? Both the bikini top and bottoms, which are made of polyester and spandex, are currently half price, on sale, and are available in sizes extra small to large. Sorry, busty ladies. Earlier this week, the bikini's product description caught the attention of, I'm so confused about this. So anyway, earlier this week, the bikini's product description caught the attention of the lead singer of the American band Twin Princess. Stunned by the unlikely Rosa Parks tribute, the musician posted screenshots from the website on X and wrote, "Can I show you guys something?" The X post has now amassed over 11,000 likes and has been viewed by almost 300,000 users. Oh gosh. One follower replied, "LMFAO. We have reached peak millennial marketing." Another joked, "RIP Rosa Parks, you would have loved this stripper bikini top." "I don't think Rosa Parks would wear this," a third replied. So if you're unaware, this is Rosa Parks. This was after after she was arrested for refusing to give up her bus seat in 1955. Some more comments. "This broke my brain. I'm sorry." So this is from the actual website. I mean, this is what I just read. That was a real thing. It was a real thing, they said. So more comments. "This is hilarious. A complete disconnect between design and marketing. Did someone prompt an AI, like, write 100 compelling words about the color rose?" Echoing this sentiment, a fifth said, "I really know which part of this screamed stately gravitas." What's more, Polly's viral post drove others to the website where they discovered there is also a bikini set named after former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. That's totally an Eleanor Roosevelt move to wear that. What is this company doing? There's a description on that too. So, named after America's most famous First Lady, the Honorable Noble nominee Eleanor Roosevelt, who controversially condemned fascist dictatorships at a politically inopportune time, while in a bikini. We just forgot that part. So it goes on. This uniquely textured legacy line item likewise goes against the grain of the zeitgeist while embracing the truth through body positivity via comfort and quality. This sounds like an AI just made this up. Another shopper simply wrote, "I can't, LOL. Oh my god, they're real. They're both real." They appear to be real. So, ladies, if you want to lam it up like Eleanor Roosevelt, they've got you covered. See you on the beaches. Don't attack any sharks, please. Unless they start it. Yeah, so I'm getting back in the comments. Yeah, as if bikinis were in during Rosa Parks' lifetime. That was 1955. I don't even know if bikinis had been invented yet, or at least not popularized. Oh, gosh. I don't know what I just read. It's like Billy Madison, and the whole room is dumber for having heard that. So after that nonsense, let's have something fun and stupid. What's more fun and well, I don't want to call horses stupid, but horses are fun. I like horse news. Let's see. Sorry, just getting resituated here. Something I need to do prior to the next stream is I'm working on a way to separate things with these streams, so I'm not constantly having to press a million buttons and just have everything flow nice. Actually, the problem I'm running into now, so like, you know, Twitch and YouTube are separate. I simul stream to both, but I have two YouTube channels. I have this one where I talk, and then I have the video game channel where I don't talk so much. But sometimes I end this stream and I play video games in the game channel, and when I do that, it's causing problems. So I have to solve those problems. I'm not messing around with the. I'll probably play some games later, but I'm just going to stream it to Twitch and this channel because why not? But yeah, the best horse is a birthday horse. Everybody deserves a birthday horse. Horses are very majestic creatures that do not like me sitting on them, so I respect that, and I just admire them from standing a respectable distance away from them. And definitely don't touch the horses at, you know, well, not the Queen's Guard anymore, but the King's Guard. Don't touch those horses. That gets you in trouble. I haven't done that, but I've seen videos of that. I don't know why you'd think that's okay to begin with. All right. Horse news. Hello, hello, hello. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. Thank you for joining me. I bring you horse news. So, trotting through traffic, a pair of police horses cause highway hazard in Ohio. So, we're going to have lots of horse puns. All right, Helen, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. So, video of the horseplay prompted a good deal of online hilarity, with even the state's transportation department getting into the snarky act. So, this is in Cleveland. Drivers on an Ohio interstate came upon an unusual traffic hazard over the weekend. A pair of police horses trotting against traffic on the highway. The two animals on the lam caused an unusual traffic jam Saturday afternoon as they wove through slowing traffic and then stopped it on the Interstate 90 in the downtown Cleveland area. Cleveland.com reports that the video from the Ohio Department of Transportation showed the animals trotting on the side of the road near the unit stables at around 12:15 p.m. Saturday. Another video showed them headed westbound in the eastbound interstate lanes, slowing and then halting traffic. The camera follows the animals, ultimately trailed by a police cruiser with flashing lights, heading further along the highway and then down an on-ramp before cutting across a grassy intersection onto a side street and out of view. So the Cleveland police sergeant told reporters that the horses were members of the department's mounted division. He said they inadvertently strayed during a routine care and exercise. Mounted officers promptly recovered both horses, ensuring their safety. and no further incidents secured. Mounted officers promptly recovered both horses, ensuring their safety, and no further incidents ensued. Video of the horseplay prompted a good deal of online hilarity, even with the transportation department getting a snarky act. Some real horsepower on the I-90 downtown Cleveland today. Any injuries? Nay. That's a lot of puns in one tweet. But where is the video? Is this it? I really want to see this horse video. The picture from Twitter. I can at least get that. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is it. It's on Twitter. So here we go. We'll get that quote again. Some real horsepower in the I-90 in downtown Cleveland today. Any injuries? Nay. Very pun-dense tweet. Set this up. I'll play the video. Just to give credit, I can't remember. Jen sent a lot of these to me. This one may have been sent in by somebody. I don't know if it was Tracelyn or not. I didn't mark where all these came from. If you did, just let us know in the chat. But I'm gonna play the video here. There may not be any sound. Be quite a sight if you're driving on the interstate. So it's like, oh, 2 horses. And I couldn't help it. I would make so many jokes about horsepower. Yeah, they had to be spooked. They're just like, I mean, I guess, fortunately, these are police horses, so they're probably somewhat used to seeing vehicles, but I'm sure they're still scared. They don't know where they are. Oh no. They're looking around. They seem to be very confused. Is this the way home? Nay. Oh, there's the police. Maybe they... Okay, maybe not. I was gonna say maybe they'll recognize them and cozy up, but... No. Okay, bye. We're gonna go horse around. He's gonna throw out the spike strip. Stop. Yeah, that's quite a predicament. I don't know how you... I don't know how you solve this horse problem. As they get away from traffic. But yeah, I mean, good thing traffic slowed down. It's a wonder somebody wasn't texting on their phone and it caused something horrific. But yeah, go, yeah, horsies, go touch some grass. But like we said, the mounted officers recovered both horses and make sure I didn't. Okay, I thought I skipped some. So luckily, the mounted officers promptly recovered both horses, ensuring their safety, no further incidents. So there's a horse story with a happy ending. See what else we got here. This one is disgusting, so I may not do this one. I may save it for later. I might have to do this one. This one might require some editing, so I may do that one not live. All right. Yeah, I know. There's so many horsepower jokes. Yeah, I mean, if the horse is spooked, it's not going to slow down. Unfortunately. Luckily, they got away and apparently chilled out, thankfully. So that's all the news I have. I mean, I can chat for a little bit, and probably what I will do next. So, people on Twitch are probably familiar with this, and if you've watched my other channel, you may have seen me doing this. So something I do, this is just for fun. And when I stream game stuff on Twitch, I like old games. So there's this thing there's a website, it's called Retro Achievements. And basically you can earn trophies in old games. So I like to go back and play stuff. Sometimes on breaks during work, I'll play a quick game of Street Fighter or something. And, as you accomplish things, you get little medals and stuff. It's, just a little fun thing I do on the side. So, where are we at here? I'm close to hitting. This is a game I used to play as a kid, Super Dodgeball on Nintendo. It's way more fun than it deserves to be. It's just a little dodgeball video game. So I've done everything except, I actually did the hard. I just played through it just from memory as a kid, and I tore through it on difficult mode. And I did all these in one sitting, just playing through it. But I beat the entire team with all 3 players remaining, which apparently is the harder one to do. So I'm going to have to do it again and let 2 of my guys get knocked out, and then that will accomplish the last achievement, and I will be a master at this game, whatever that's worth. But it's a fun game. So that's probably what I'll be doing next, and I do see people talking about that petition. Let me pull that up. Oops, that's not it. See where that petition's sitting at right now. Carrie says okay, yeah, it's up to date. 19,827. So getting about to break 20,000. And I just now noticed this. I didn't even realize this metric on the bottom. Oh, Tara, thanks for stopping by. Have a good weekend, or a good week, I mean. And yeah, happy Independence Day to everybody. This is the first one in forever. I'm going to have to work. I don't want to do that, but oh well. That's the luck of the draw. Let's see. Jackie, I've been riding, but thankfully the horse was never spooked. I rode a horse. I've ridden horses a few times, but it's funny, I was just telling this story to Jen and the kid like yesterday. We saw some horses, but I can't remember. When I was like 12 or so, 12 to 14, I can't remember exactly when. My mom decided, hey, let's go to this place and go horse riding. And it was just like, like a horse, I don't know what the term is. It was like a little horse boarding center, a little small, and like a little mom and pop place. And they, you could go and, pay a few bucks, and they give you a brief lesson and let you ride one around the little circle. And it was like, I was the last person of the day, so that horse was very annoyed. And, he did not want me on him, and he ran very fast and tried to shake me off, but I held on. But I was like, yeah, that was a little scary. So I'm like, I'm good. I can respect horses from afar. But I've ridden a few since then. But it takes some skill that I don't have. Yeah, David, I feel the same way. I think I don't know how much I weigh now. I should weigh like closer to 200, but I'm probably like 230 now or something. I got to fix that. So I don't want to subject the horse to that. Yeah, but yeah, the horse was probably hungry. He was done. He was done. He didn't want to deal with me as the last rider. But yeah, I wanted to pull this up one more time. That petition, it's still got some legs to it. So I'm curious to see what if any news comes out tomorrow. Let's see. I'm going to switch this off real quick. And all my stuff here. Sure, my other computer's plugged up. Moved a lot of stuff around. I don't know if anybody else is into video games, but I play old stuff mainly, and it's crazy to think, but the Xbox 360 is technically a retro system now. And so if you have an Xbox 360, especially if it's still hooked up, I still have mine hooked up in my office. If you go online now, any digital games are massively discounted. So, just a PSA on that. And they're shutting down the 360 online store at the end of July. So I think at White Computer, as we get closer to the end of July, I believe they're going to run some more sales. So I picked up a game for like 50 cents the other day. So I'm going to keep checking back. So that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed the news and everybody's enjoyed hanging out. Typically at this point, I would switch over to my video game channel. I'm having technical issues with that channel right now, so I'm just going to keep streaming. I'm going to do my game thing here. I know not everybody's into it. So just a heads up, I'm going to end the news segment and just play this Nintendo game. It's still going to be going on Twitch. I'll probably cut it out and put it on my game channel after the fact. I just need to... Oops, I did not mean to do that, but while I have this up here... Do I have my mic? Okay, my mic's still on. I just have to turn something on real quick. There we go. So I may look a little... Yeah, nice way to gain more followers. It gives me a little more watch time, too. Tanya, hey, thanks for hanging out. Honk honk. Appreciate you as always. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. Brain not keeping up. I'm doing something a little new. Maybe it's right here. How many devices do I have going? Right now, so I'm on my main computer, and then I've got a very old computer under my desk. Make sure I've got it on the correct way. Give me 1 second here. I'm just adjusting some settings, and I'll kind of explain what I'm doing because it's a little odd. Okay, everything's working now. All right, so let me find the computer here. I've got 2 computers running. And so like the web browser's on my main computer. I've got an old one under my desk that I use for the game streaming. Oh, hey, Carrie. Wow, that was quick. It broke 20,000 all of a sudden. Somebody big must be talking about it. So if you're... I can go into the nerd stuff really quickly. I have an old Office PC that I've put a bunch of hand-me-down computer parts into, and I use it just to play retro games rather than hook up all these old systems and track down all the games. I am a bit of a collector, but most of them are in storage, and it's a pain to manage all that. So there's an operating system, kind of like Windows. It's Linux based, and it's pretty much meant for playing old games, as you can see here. So you can go through if you're into it. There's like computers, arcade, Atari, pretty much everything from the Intellivision up to the I've got like PlayStation 3 and Nintendo Switch stuff on here. and even current stuff. I mean, it is Linux based, so you can run modern games if if the system can handle it. I mean, I can handle fairly new games. Again, it's all old hardware, so I mean, I'm not playing brand new stuff. But I got Nintendo and everything, and let me make sure everything's turned on here. So I do the retro achievements on here. I think I have them turned. So I use this where I have the video game channel. This is where I get a lot of my footage as well. So sometimes I turn the retro achievements off, and I turn those off when I'm recording, so I'm not accidentally getting achievements or making those pop up during my videos. So it's basically like an old retro system where I've got a lot of old stuff, and you can search through the games, you can arrange them any way you want. Oops, if you want to spell them right. And you may be able to hear it. I think it's too far away, so I do play. It's modern, but I do play with an old. I mean, not old, but I play. I still play with a joystick. I mean, and so, dude, I remember when Pong came out. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't around then, but I was there for the golden ages of arcades in the 80s and 90s. So I've always had an affinity to arcade games, and that's probably why I like playing with the joystick. But I like to go back and play these old games, and especially the ones I remember. And like I've played the crap out of Super Dodgeball, so I'm like, oh, I can just. There's really no point other than fun. Get those achievements and be like, yeah, I did it, and have proof, I guess. Carrie, I really need to get my son to see your stuff. He'd geek out. That's cool. I mean, yeah, Pong was a little before me. I do have a Pong system. I don't have it here, and I don't know if. I'm trying to think. I have to look. I don't know. I have a video of it somewhere, but I have like one of those standalone Pong systems. I forget how old that one was. It was a home one, so it was probably like. It was somewhere around like 78, 81, I think. So it's probably older than I am, or the same age as me. And it's cool. I mean, I've had a black and white CRT TV I had it hooked up to, so we played it a little bit. But yeah, I loved Asteroids, Pac-Man, Space Invaders. Yeah, I like all those too. It's funny, I was actually playing Pac-Man yesterday when I was testing something out, and Space Invaders. There's a funny story about Space Invaders. There's like a newer like current arcade version of Space Invaders that's huge. Like if you go to a modern arcade, I mean, which they're mostly child gambling now, but we've taken the kid to a few places like water parks and stuff, and they'll have an arcade, and this story. So we went to Brighton on the pier, and they had a bunch of arcade games, a couple of retro ones, but they had that big Space Invaders game. And I mean, it's a modern version, but it still looks like the old one. It's just a gigantic LED screen. But I found a way to play it pretty well, and I could almost, if the machine's still on the default settings, I can almost always hit the jackpot on it. So I played that one, and I kept hitting the jackpot over and over and over, and I got a crap load of those tickets, and so I basically got I think it was an Amazon Fire tablet, like a little tiny one. I'm like, what can I get with all these tickets? And I saw that, I was like, all right, and we got that, and I set that up for the kid, and she got a tablet out of it. I don't know if it was a good or bad thing, but yeah, she had that for a while. But I think I have actually, I don't know if I have the Brighton ones up, but there was a water park we went to on the video game channel. I have some footage of that Space Invaders game. Let me see here. While I'm speaking of it, let me make sure my commands are working here. I'm in the YouTube chat right now. There we go. There's my bot. So if you want to check out my other channels, the video game channel is just Dr. Bad Vibes. And I have some footage. Most of it's just video game footage. I have some of those old commercials, and I have footage of that Space Invaders game. I think that was at a water park somewhere. That was a while back, but it's pretty fun. But normally here I would break it to the other channel. Twitch is always going, but where I'm having technical issues, I'm just going to keep it on this channel. So if everyone wants to hang out, watch this old Nintendo game, I'm going to play that shortly. I'm just going to take a very quick break, run to the restroom, and then I'm going to try to play this dodgeball game, Cary Water Parks. I went to Volcano Bay 3 weeks ago. You'll love it. We keep talking about that. We've driven by it multiple times at this point, and the kids, I mean, she's old enough where I think she can handle everything in it now. So at some point, yeah, we want to take her to Volcano Bay. I've never been to it. Honestly, I haven't been it's been so long since I've been to Universal Studios. If this dates it, the last thing I remember doing though at Universal Studios, they had the Hercules and Xena stunt show. So that was probably like in the mid 90s, maybe late 90s, but I think they had just broken ground on Islands of Adventure. So I've not even been to that. I think every ride I remember from Universal is gone except for E.T. That's probably the only one still left that I've been on. But yeah, we've talked about going there. I keep holding out for that Nintendo park to be open because she really wants to go to that, but I don't know. We may have to go sooner. It seems like it's taking forever for that to open. See, Pac-Man pattern I had memorized. Yeah, Pac-Man's fun. I never tried memorizing the patterns. I'm actually going to try to do the retro achievements on Pac-Man, so I found somebody that they actually have the patterns on well, in images, so I'm going to glance at them so I can see if I can finally tear up Pac-Man. Carrie, tell Jen to message me on Patreon. Yeah, I'll let her know. Thanks. Zephyr, I was also a pinball wizard. Yeah, I still like playing pinball. You don't see it too often. Actually, my dad, and it's probably worth something now. We had a video store / arcade near us in my hometown, and they would sell stuff off at, when it wasn't making money anymore. And so anyways, at some point he bought F-14 Tomcat. I think that was the first pinball machine to talk, maybe. It was an early one. But yeah, we still have that. It still works. I turned it on not long ago, but I need to get a restoration kit. The rubber's all dry rotted, and I think one of the flippers, the solenoid's out, but they're not hard to fix. I just need to take the time to do it, redo the lights and everything. Carrie, I have to go. I'll leave you on so you get views. Thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate that. Yeah, pinball's fun. Actually, and with this setup I have, let me back it out right here. I think I have it on this one. You can, so there's this program called Future Pinball, and people go so far, the real thing's better, but you can't have a house full of these damn things. It's prohibitively expensive and takes up your whole house. But people try to preserve these digitally. They'll scan the boards, they'll scan all the artwork, and basically rebuild 3D renderings of the pinball machines with all the audio and everything. So it's pretty cool. It's not, it's not like playing the real thing, but it's as close as you can get without, having the entire machine in your house or finding it. So I've gone through I've probably had the most experience playing F-14 Tomcat. So that's the one I always load up to test it. And it feels pretty close, being digital and all. So that's one of the fun things you can do with this. I keep meaning to make a video to show people how you can set these up with an old computer. It's really not that hard. It's just really the thing that makes it complicated is making sure that it's the right type of hardware and it can handle what you want to do. I mean, if you're just wanting to play old stuff like Nintendo, Genesis, or whatever, I mean, at this point, you can pretty much run that on everything. I believe I was a PlayStation gal, Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I mean, those are pretty easy to play now. If you've got a 64-bit computer, you can probably go with the PS1 easily. I started playing pinball back in the early 70s. That's cool. There's actually a guy in my hometown. He owns a couple of movie theaters, and I guess he's got a ton of old games and pinball machines in storage, but they still operate a drive-in movie theater, and that one's pretty cool because it's got a little central restaurant inside the drive-in, and it's got a bunch of old arcade games, like really old ones, like it's pinball machines and games from the 70s to early 80s. So don't go there too often, but every now and then it's pretty fun. But yeah, I'm going to take a very quick break. I'm going to play some of these commercials while I'm gone, and I'm going to reset all my stream titles real quick. Especially on Twitch, so people know what I'm playing. And I'm gonna play through this game, and then we'll see what's up. But I'm gonna take a very quick bathroom break, and I will be right back.
We will return after these messages.
Hey, what's all the fuss, Penguin? Expecting company?
Oh, yes. The lucky winners of the post-cereal SeaWorld sweepstakes. Yippee!
You could win a trip to SeaWorld when you enter the sweepstakes on the free poster of Shamu, inside specially marked boxes of honeycomb and super golden crisp cereal. Winners get to meet Shamu, and all the winter get SeaWorld stickers. Details on specially marked boxes. Odds of winning determined by entries received. For free entry, write Post P.O. Box 853A, Churchill, Maryland, 21690. Maybe you'll win.
Twizzlers make me very happy. I love the way they taste so chewy. Twizzlers make me very happy.
We love the way they taste so fruity, so chewy, so happy and oh so juicy.
Twizzlers make me very happy.
Twizzlers make your mouth so very happy.
Oh, so happy.
Milk it does.
Milk does body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on.
Check it out.
It's so cool for hanging out. It helps you grow up big and tall.
It's good for teeth.
And that's not all.
It does. Hey, Mr. Moo, what do you say?
Fresh moo juice makes my day.
Milk.
It does the body good. Pass it on.
Milk it does.
Milk it does a body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
The night starts ordinary with forever friends. It's extraordinary. Here's Bushy Tail, Cozy Tail, and Snowy Tail too.
Each sold separately.
Powder Tail and Rosy Tail came to see you. All dolled up with forever friends. Making long tails always makes us smile. Looks so right with forever friends. 'Cause now we're all dolled up with style.
Plushy Tail comes with everything you see here. Other Forever Friends sold separately. New from Kenner.
We will return after these messages.
For batteries not included.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends? I really...
Everybody out!
Then, one day, we found an old treasure map. Let's read.
Teddy Ruxpin comes with illustrated book and cassette from Worlds of Wonder.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the part of this complete breakfast that goes... Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Have you heard how good they are?
We now return to the real Ghostbusters.
We'll return after these messages.
Breakfast with my Fruity Pebbles. Tricking Fred out of his pebbles is always an adventure. Uh-oh, the natives are restless. I'll save the pebbles. Big Rock Jones. Tastes fruity-licious. Funny. Time to get into the swing of things. Post Fruity and Cocoa Pebble cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast. Yabba dabba delicious.
A new racing team is shifting into gear. Mask.
Pull over, Bullet. Uh-oh, got a bit of iguana on my tail. Bulldog, prepare to assist.
Mask vehicles each sold separately with a figure.
Hand over the bike or feel my blade. Engage hover mode. We're going fishing.
Mask.
Bulldog, fire!
Where illusion is the ultimate weapon. Mask, Bulldog, Iguana, and Bullet each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Give me an X. Give me an O. Give me tic-tac-toe. Wherever I go, it's X's and O's. Makes me feel so hungry for my tic-tac-toes. They're so tasty. Chef Boyardee's.
Tic-tac-toes. New tic-tac-toes. A good hot meal. And when you get 3 X's or O's on your spoon, you win.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Tic-tac-toes.
With and without meatballs.
Yeah. You know when you see them, those 3 musketeers.
All right, remember, stick to the game plan. Right. Point 1, make them come to you. Point 2, never look hungry.
Oh, they're so big on chocolate. Yeah, chocolate after here.
Let's not forget point 3. What's that? No, when points 1 and 2 aren't working.
It's hard to keep them under wraps, those 3 musketeers.
There's magic in the air and surprises everywhere.
Pardon us, out of the way. Here we come. Move over.
Adventure here, action there. Catch the Ewoks if you dare. Today.
I thought I'd tried it all. Then one day, new Hostess Chocobliss. Whoa, check that super chocolatey icing.
Awesome. Ooh.
Hey, whipped chocolatey cream inside.
XO.
2 Devils food cakes. Come on, how chocolatey can it taste?
Want some?
New Hostess Choco Bliss is chocolatey on top of chocolatey with chocolatey in between.
Yow!
New Hostess Choco Bliss is triple chocolatey out of control.
Yeah.
Grandpa, tell me the Sun-Kissed story again.
Ah, the magical land of the Sun-Kissed factory. And only their sweetest and juiciest oranges ever wear the Sun-Kissed name.
Hey, guys, what you listening to?
Pop music. Snap, crackle pop music.
Can I listen too?
Sure, just pour the milk.
Snap, crackle, pop, talking just for you. That's some sound system.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies, the talking part of this complete breakfast.
Rice Krispies is always music to your ears.
M&M's, peanut chocolate candies. You can share them. You can shake them. You can get outrageous with them. 1 snack packet free at Rice Krispies.
Live from Hollywood, it's the Bet You Buy the Chip Show, starring me. And now, I'll be the first contestant to bite a Chips Ahoy cookie without biting a chip. I bit a chip, but I'm cool. Hey, it's like a chocolate chip party going on here.
Sam, your homework.
Chips Ahoy, original in the blue bag, chewy in the red. Bet you bite a chip.
Sunday, Haley Mills is all grown up
Go for it, Mom.
and about to be trapped.
If we can get our parents together, they get married.
But they'll need help.
She's my mom's twin sister.
It's double deja vu. In The Parent Trap, Part 2. Tomorrow.
And now these messages.
Hear anything? Negative.
Sunkist searches and searches for fun fruit trees. The only tree is funny enough to grow sun-kissed fun fruits. Every chewy one is real fruity fun. And now we've discovered new sun-kissed fun fruits, Cream Supremes. They're covered with yogurt and filled with fun. New sun-kissed fun fruits, Cream Supremes.
It's coming, and it tastes so sweet. You'll hop when you eat Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
Tastes so sweet. I did them. Hop when you eat.
Bingo.
Make it jump for joy, every girl and boy. Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
A honey sweet part of this nutritious breakfast.
What are those kids up to?
Tastes so sweet. You'll hop when you eat. Dig 'em.
Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
Cronin takes the ball at the top of the key. He pumps.
Jerry! 3 points!
He's double teamed. He's driving over the top. Slam dunk for two. What moves? Cronin steals. They're all over him. He breaks loose. Swish.
Jerry!
You know, ever since I got this Nerf hoop, I don't mind going to my room to do my homework.
Jerry, are you studying?
Cronin shoots from midcourt. Yes! Does this kid ever miss?
There's only one nerve.
Getting into drugs and being high is a stupid thing to do. Being original and take a stand. You're free to say no. Don't let a friend push you into taking drugs. You got a right to say no.
We will return after these messages.
Ronald McDonald in Hoppin' for Fries.
Hop this way for McDonald's French fries. It's a hopsticle course. Let's get hopping.
It's a good time for the great taste.
Oh, they're never more than a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Of McDonald's.
Dear, Timmy's making a picture of New Tang again.
New Tang breakfast beverage crystals. Are you ready? Now with all natural flavors. Are you ready for the big orange taste of New Tang?
Twix puts the dig in your gig. It puts the boom into your beat. Puts the rhythm in your beat. Keeps you rocking along. Puts the soul into your song. You can keep on moving with Twix. Chocolate caramel satisfaction. Like crispy cookie, get you back in the action.
There's nothing to sticks, it's Twix can't fix.
You can keep on moving with Twix. Caramel or peanut butter Twix.
This is the city. These are the people. There are the ghosts. And here are the heroes we've come to love. When there's a war to be won, they'll get it done.
Not funny.
The real Ghostbusters today.
We will return after these messages.
I've returned. Oops. I thought my mic was off. I've returned after these messages. So if you're just joining us, you just go through this real quick. So if you've been watching the streams and the channel some, I've been doing retro achievements, and currently did most of this off stream. I just felt like playing Super Dodgeball. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't played this since I was a kid, and I actually tore through the game pretty easily. It's burned in my brain, but the only thing I did not get is I actually did too well in the last fight. I beat it on difficult without losing a player, which apparently is the hardest achievement. Well, I say that. It looks like fewer people have done it with just one team member. So, yeah, basically I'm going to play through it and let 2 of my team members get taken out and beat it. And that should make me a master of this game. Make sure everything is on correctly. I gotta switch things over to make the game run correctly. So, I think this is kind of an underrated game. Oh god, that's loud. Turn it down a little bit. I feel like this game's a little underrated. I never hear it talked about much. It is made, I think it ties in with all those, if you're familiar with them, the Kunio-kun games, like, River City Ransom, that's the most popular one. Characters all kind of look the same. Let me make this a little bigger. Oh, that's weird. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, give me 1 second. Streamlabs is a bot. It manages some of the chat room. Let me look. I'm gonna turn that link thing off because yeah, it doesn't need that on YouTube because YouTube does its own. Thanks for pointing that out. That must be something I accidentally turned on. Here we go. Okay. I turned off that link protection. Yeah, Streamlabs, you so dumb. I don't know why it's doing that, but I just turned that off, so that should stop that. It's definitely not a perfect system. Let me see here. I just want to make this video screen just a tad bit bigger. But I don't mess it up. I am playing. Normally I would play this with a regular controller, but I'm going old school and doing this with my joystick, but I don't think it makes a difference. So we do want to change position. So different people on the team have different types of power throws. So I can't remember who the best are. I mean, Sam is the best. That's the only one you need. He's got the best one in the game. Whoops. Wrong button. Try that again. Great start. So as you can see, Sam can just tear through everybody with that throw. Yeah, these, the old school games are not forgiving. One of my favorites is Mega Man, and it is... I watch younger people play it on Twitch, and it's kind of funny because they get infuriated. They're a little smarter when you play on difficult. You play on, like normal, oops, I messed that up. You play on normal or easy, like it'll rip through the whole team. Give one of these other guys a shot. So how do you win? So this one, it's like regular, kind of like regular dodgeball, but you know, the basic rules. So the computer team, everybody, if you look at the top of the screen, everybody's got a health bar, so that's how many hits they can take. And when you, oh wow, two for one. So when you take out their health bar, they go to heaven, apparently, but that's what knocks them out. And then when you take all three of them out, they're out and you win. So this is what they thought the UK looked like in 1989 Japan. Some of these get a little... So this is on difficult. And it's annoying because they get very hard to hit. I say that as I just drill one of them, but they're more likely to catch your throws, even if it's a power shot. This is probably one of the closer things to sort of a fighting game on the original Nintendo. I'm mainly a fighting game player. You know, hence the joystick, I guess. I've never... Don't see that throw much. Oh wow, that does a bunch of damage. I remember how to play this one, but little tidbits like that, I don't remember which throws are the best and how much damage they do. But yeah, this is old school. I mean, yeah, most of the games I play are old school. Still like the old stuff. Oopsie. I timed that wrong. This one, I don't recall playing this. I did have a joystick on the Nintendo when I was a kid, but this one's actually pretty satisfying to play on a joystick. Why did he not move? I'm getting wrecked here. Take that, Swami. And this game is different on the Nintendo, but it's it did exist in the arcades. I do remember seeing it like a Pizza Hut at some point. Wasn't a real common one, I don't think. Oh, you butt. Normal throws don't do a whole lot of damage. I don't know what happened there. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Celeste. I appreciate it. Sometimes it's hard to... You have to, like, time these power shots just right. Never saw this in the early 80s. I'm not sure when the arc... This probably would have been later 80s. This specific one, I noticed on the title screen it was 89. So I think the arcade game was probably like 88, 87. Some of these teams are annoying. I remember this one. They like to jump around and they're really hard to hit. They like to catch the ball a lot. Oopsie. Here we go. Finally got him. Yeah, Space Invaders, it's still fun today. A barber shop where we went, where my mom would take us as kids. It wasn't Space Invaders, but probably the oldest game, and I still like playing it, was Gorf. It kind of has it starts out with like a Space Invader type stage. It talks a lot and it sounds funny. But yeah, the guy that owned the barber shop, he just liked the game, so he picked it up at some point, and he just left it on free play for everybody that came and got their hair cut in the waiting area. And I'm having trouble. I'm trying to get the power shot to go. Yeah, Space Invader still holds up. Man, that's why they're still making new versions of it, I guess. Yeah, Zelda's cool. My brother's a big Zelda fan. He plays that one a lot. The first one. So hard to hit these guys. Like every team has their own little perk. It's like these guys catch everything. It's so hard to hit them. There we go. Finally. Nut. Take that, nut. That's some BS. The graphics flashed. I couldn't see the ball. Oh wait, I think that's the point of that ball. I forgot. Yeah, so in general, when you play this on difficult, they catch everything, and it's so annoying. Well, what happened there? He totally did not throw towards them. There we go. Yeah, this is what Iceland looks like. There's just penguins. Penguins hanging out watching dodgeball. Yeah, Zelda's a cool game. I'm probably one of the weirdos. I like the second one. That's the one most everybody doesn't like. Zephyr. So yeah, I'm playing against the computer. This is the single player mode. It's set on difficult. One of the requirements to get that achievement. Oh, a twofer. I missed. Damn, I don't like that shot. Tearing me up. And quit catching my stuff. Well, which one of them has the... I think it was that guy, hopefully. He was tearing me up with his throw. Oh, crap. I messed up. Just let me hit you. It's so hard on difficult. They catch everything. Until you call them out on it, then they get hit. So something that, even as a kid, something that bothered me about this stage, so that portrait in the background. How high is that man's eyes? Like, that doesn't look like it's proportionally correct. Oof. There we go. Oof. You got me back. It's so hard to catch from the bottom guy. Right, so there's a really hard shot you can do. Didn't work. Yeah, it's definitely China, and I think it's supposed to be Mao, but it's like... his eyes should not be that far from his mouth, I don't think. Unless they're two gigantic eyes that are flesh colored. I think they just didn't want to put the eyes on the art. It just made it look weird. Thanks for hanging out with us, Zephyr. I appreciate it. Where did that ball go? Sam. Sam is the guy with the best throw. Here we go. He's got the best hair. That's how you know you got him. There we go. Yeah, he's got that frisbee throw that tears through everybody. If you play on the lower difficulties where they don't catch, you can just wipe out a whole team in like a throw. Thank you. Thanks again for watching. This level's so annoying. You're playing in the dirt, so you move weird. Makes your power shot harder to pull off. Ha ha. 2 for 1. Oops. Mistimed that one. There we go. Oh, hey, Just a Gen. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge that. Yeah, that petition's still creeping up. That's awesome. Over 21K. Thanks for the update. Thanks for hanging out with us. Try to get the final retro achievement on this game. I think Stefosky's a little behind possibly on the stream. Must be on the Rosa Parks bikini. Yeah, honestly, I didn't know about this whole Tillman thing. I remember the story, like, unfortunately, you know, when it all unfolded, to begin with, but I didn't know about this ESPY award thing. I didn't even know what... I've heard about the ESPYs. I had no idea what they were. I just thought it was some, like... I mean, I assumed it was some BS award that somebody made up, but it didn't even occur to me that it was ESPN. So, once Jen explained it, I was like, oh... Alright, we're not far from the end of the game. There's this match, and then the final one's after this. I completely hit the wrong button by not paying attention. Honestly, this is not that hard of a game once you figure out the timing and everything. I'm a big fan of fighting games. It's not a fighting game per se, but it has some primitive mechanics very similar to it, and it makes it very fun to me. Just hate how they catch everything, it's so annoying. They seem to have the most trouble with Sam. He does have a really good throw. Probably better at this with... I was probably better at this game when I was a kid, actually. Played it enough to know all the tricks. Damn it. Give me the ball. Oh my god. Holding up. I don't know why he threw it down. Oof. It's so satisfying when you hit the whole team. Oh shit. That's not satisfying. I love that shot where it knocks him around the world. Damn it. Yeah, when that bottom guy gets it, it's like, I don't know. It's so hard to catch it. Gauge where it's coming from. Now, how did that happen? And Russia's not playing around. There we go. So this is the last match, and the final achievement I lack. It says to beat it with one character remaining. So I probably need to sacrifice 2 of them at some point. But I do want to take out at least 1 or 2 of their guys first, because this one is hard. Ooh. So satisfying to get those double ones. Hit him. Holy crap. Alright, there goes one. Oh, what's going on with the passing? Okay. Got them down to 1. I was not trying to get hit, but whatever. I gotta lose 2 of my guys. Alright. Take me out. Or not. Not mean to do that, but whatever. Don't take out Sam. We're catching my stuff, dude. There we go. Bill, you bastard. Had the win. There we go. Did I get it? Yes. All right. I'm a super dodgeball master, so saith the internet. It's fun. It's a fun little game. I love playing that as a kid, and I love coming back to it. Let the ending play here. The end. Alright, well. That's about all there is to that game. But it's a really fun two-player game. Played this a lot with my brother and some of our friends. Screen back. Okay, let's real quick switch back over here. So where that's got me. So that's an achievement and a mastered game. I'm kind of climbing up the leaderboard here. So I'm in the top 15% finally. I'm in the top 10,000. I'm about to surpass 9,000. It's definitely getting more competitive as I climb up, because I think a lot of these people are inactive, you know, above 15,000 or so. Or they're not aggressively going after these achievements, at least. But it's pretty cool doing this. All right, Just a Jen, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for updating on the petition numbers. Appreciate that. And thanks a ton for the resub. It means a lot. Keeps me going here on Twitch and YouTube. And it's fun. I like doing it. I like hanging out with everybody and playing games. But, see, I don't think you can see the whole screen. Scoot it in a little. So yeah, we can see there, that was my 7th mastered game. So I'm starting to collect these. The the one I'm currently stuck on, if you look at this one, freaking X-Men Children of the Atom. This one, I got all the achievements, like, it looks like 3 months ago. And then, you know, some of them I got a long time ago when I was just playing it for the heck of it. But these last 2 achievements, they're so freaking hard. You have to trigger Akuma, which I didn't even know you could fight him in this game. I knew you could pick him. I mean, I've known that since I was a kid. That was early game facts or game FAQ knowledge, but I didn't know you could actually fight him like in Super Turbo. And the requirements are ridiculous in this game. The AI in this game is so hard. I came so close to doing it one playthrough, and then the last round before I fought him, you have to get the first attack every round. the computer opponent just like ran up and just poked me and got the first attack and just invalidated everything I did, and I got so pissed. So this one I probably will not do on stream because I just kind of play it when I'm bored, think of it, and then I get furious. I was visiting my brother, and he was playing a game, so I loaded this up while he was playing. I was getting so pissed. He came and watched me for a little bit, and he's like, "That's ridiculous." And yeah, it is. All right, good night, Jackie. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. But a lot of these games, like I didn't know really what retro achievements were or how addictive they are, so played a lot of these early on, and I need to go back and finish them. Like Punch Out, I could totally do, and Mario, some of these Street Fighter games. Joy, yeah, good night, Joy. Thank you for hanging out with us, and yeah, everybody have a good 4th of July. I probably won't stream before then, so be safe and have fun. Actually, I have to work that day, so I don't know how much fun I'll be having, but extra pay at least. But yeah, I think that's all I was trying to do, so I think I may call it a stream. Let me take a look here. See if there's anybody. No, I don't have anybody left to raid with, so I'm just going to end it there. Thanks everybody for watching on YouTube, and thanks everybody watching on Twitch. I'm going to post my socials to the YouTube chat one more time. So if you want to follow me, obviously there's this channel, Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks. There's Dr. Bad Vibes, the retro channel, and twitch.tv/Dr. Bad Vibes. You know, you can follow me on all those. Oh yeah, and TikTok. I'm on TikTok as Dr. Bad Vibes. I barely do anything, but if you have TikTok and you want to throw me follow, that'd be cool. I post some of my old retro stuff on there. And yeah, let's go. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Teresa, Tracelyn, thank you so much. Yeah, happy Canada Day to all the Canadians. And yeah, we'll try to do it next Sunday, hopefully. And we want to definitely keep the live streams a weekly thing. I've been doing mine on Thursdays mainly, but if Jen continues Sunday, I may keep that up. We'll see. But thanks again, everybody.